Alright, you're both of you ready?
Give me just 1 minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
Hell the shit.
Good luck.
So I guess the first thing, even though we've got commands that like properly explain what's going on, we should probably give like a full-on explanation. So then 10 minutes later, people can forget about it and ask again. But essentially, what this category is it is beat the game as fast as possible, but you are allowed to use an external tool in order to duplicate as many missions as you want. Essentially, you can do any glitches that the game would theoretically allow that aren't usually possible in any percent due to certain like limitations. So it's like much more glitch heavy, and you skip a lot of the awful missions. So in my humble opinion, it's the best category in this game by a mile.
Shopping is so important.
So it starts off fairly standard, but you'll see pretty soon that we'll by the time we get to the third mission in the game, tagging up tough, we'll already be duping missions in any percent. There's no like RTA viable, like I guess RTA viable is quite like a complicated term. I guess I should say like practical way to dupe properly in Los Santos. But in this category, we can do absolutely whatever we want. So we'll start duping missions with like the 3 in the first 3. Apparently the game is saying a while now.
Shit, opponent's car's onto him. Split up. Keep up, motherfucker.
Wait, whose audio are you using? I hear Nab saying drop a bomb on me, and that's the song playing for me right now.
Oh yeah, it is. Charlie, what the fuck? Charlie using the Are we good?
I don't know.
You should be.
Were you just playing both audio streams on top of each other?
I might have
Bloody hell, Charlie.
What the hell?
Actually hard griefing us.
Yeah, in this category, you're gonna see a bunch of stuff that's like other than just random duping. You're gonna see like some other stuff like getting control and cutscenes or taking calls during missions that you normally don't do in any.
Hey, show me how they drive on the East Coast, homie.
Yeah, we're gonna do that at the end of this mission actually. I'm gonna force the call to cancel by setting on mission to 0. So it gains me controlling cutscene, and I'm gonna use that to allow me to run closer to the next mission.
Sit down, son.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point to mention, is that not only are you able to like mass duplicate a lot of missions in this game, but you're also allowed to manipulate the on mission flag whenever you want. So there's going to be a lot of like on mission 0 deaths to kind of teleport around and stuff like that. Because if you're on mission 0 and you die, you don't actually fail the mission. So for example, in like Mad Dog's rhymes, once you grab the rhyme book, you can just go on mission 0 and just die. And
Well,
then it'll just teleport you right back outside the mansion.
we don't do this mission today.
Oh, yeah, you don't do Mad Dog's rhymes, do you? That's old route.
Yeah.
Another example is Badlands, the first
Yeah, Badlands mission.
first Badlands mission. Yeah, you just take the photo and immediately death walk back.
Better drop by and see Sweet. He's been later, homie.
I'm just gonna push Ryder in the face there. Because why not? We just started tagging up turf 3 times. It allows us to skip next 2 missions, which is cleaning the hood and drive through. The most cancerous missions in this game, I
They're
think.
awful.
Yeah. We could dupe it in cutscene, but it's pretty risky.
Yeah, a lot of the time, duping in cutscenes are usually risky because it'll spawn the cars on top of each other and you don't want them to flip. But yeah, if you were to dupe missions in this game, to those who don't know, but they might have seen other games like GTA 3 and Vice City, in San Andreas, the way mission duping works is, say if there's mission A and mission B, if you start mission A twice and pass them both, then you will skip mission B and go straight to mission C. But this category takes it to a whole new ball game. So, for example, right now, say if Chagging Up Turf is mission A, we're instead going to do mission A 3 times, and that takes us, skips B and C, and goes all the way to D. So it might seem fairly complicated, but just know that you're skipping huge parts of the really boring section of this game. Los Santos, I don't know who's got the fastest LS time. I imagine you would, Faulux, and it's about 45 minutes.
42 minutes.
Which is like 25 minutes faster than any percent. So, to anyone who's ever wanted to run San Andreas but doesn't want to do an hour and 10 minutes of LS every single run, just run this category instead, because it's half an hour faster.
Carl, quick, get in!
I got controlling cutscene there, canceling the call again. And I'm gonna receive this phone call again at the end of this mission. To gain control again, and I'm gonna use that. Okay, I fucked up a bit.
How you doing on the Fetty?
I'm kind of shocked, you know.
Yeah, since Sweet decided to not die.
I just did something very dumb.
Beer or something?
But what I wanted to do is gain control in cutscene and start shooting Sweet's car. So you gain pistol skill there. You can get gunster skill there. Immediately.
As you can see all the...
Oh, we're doing tagging up turf again.
Sang banging.
Yeah, some of this fuckery is fantastic.
Shit, I'm on. Oh, I need to actually start the mission. This is very bad. I have only one instance.
Yeah, so to those who are asking why you don't just dupe, like, say, tagging up turf like 10 times and skip a load of missions, as people have already mentioned, there's a number of different reasons. A lot of the time, the game will just crash if you dupe too much. And the other one is that a lot of the time you'll softlock. So there are like chains in this mission of missions. So say if there are 10 missions for each train, right? if you dupe a mission like 15 times, you'll skip all the way past the chain, and that can cause a whole lot of issues. So this is like a route that has been like planned out over like months of planning by myself, Faulux, Hoxi, Paldinet, and a few other people. And there's loads of different variations of how to mass dupe things, but a lot of it is restricted by what the game can essentially handle.
What the fuck is going on my end? What the
I don't know, Hoxi. What are you doing, my man?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, I've never done the fast replay strats for that, so I don't know if that's what's messing it up or what.
What's going on, man? Shit seem
It
pretty fucked
can be actually, because... Yeah.
It's just still just doing the handshake. Gotta let Sweet know that he's a homie.
What the hell's going on?
At least you still talk
Uh-oh.
shit. You ain't ashamed.
Well, I just failed the 9s in the case.
Nice.
How did you do that?
You know what I
Flip the car.
did. Classic.
Oh wow.
This is a great showcase, dude. I love SA gaming.
This is going amazingly well.
Yeah. And Faulux actually practiced though. He doesn't have an excuse.
I don't think I'm like I don't remember when was the last I finished a run of this.
Marathon luck. Well, I guess I have more time to practice pistol skill then.
What happened to the fam?
Yeah.
Where the love at?
But this is part of the reason why we had a race for this, because any kind of tiny mistake can really make a huge difference in this. And we didn't want to have like one person run and softlock or something and then have some real issues.
Yeah, and now we have 2 people softlock.
Yeah, classic.
Oh, Beverly, be so proud of you, boy.
Spraying tags isn't possible, I swear to God.
Shit, I'm the best there ever was. Yeah, that's real Road Street style now. Cap your ass and your ass. You want some too? Ice cold, baby. I knew I was the chosen one.
Oh, man. Check
Another difference between this and any percent is obviously because you can go on mission 0 whenever you like. If you saw on Faulux's screen before he flipped his car, you're able to take phone calls essentially whenever you want because you don't need them in order to dupe missions. So you can effectively use them as like dialogue line skippers as well.
Yeah, what I did here at the end of 9s in the case is skip the line again.
Shit seem pretty
This mission is
And then you
pretty...
can also use them to like gain control in cutscenes, and
What are you talking about?
also you can use like the gym warp and things like that. There's loads of different-
Oh yeah, Gym Warp is incoming, it's very good strat.
Well, this is a very big problem.
Oh yeah, that's not good, Hoxi.
I just started Caesar via Pando.
Oh,
Yikes, dude.
nice.
Hey, CJ is sweet.
Well, I'm kind of screwed.
Speak.
Yeah, this is actually
This is-
unfinisherable now.
This is weird, Gym Warp.
Time to restart the game, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should, I guess.
Yeah. So this is why you don't do dupe missions too much, because if you do, you can skip over a chain, and now Hoxi can't finish this game because he skipped the big smoke chain by not completing OG Loke, and that essentially soft locks him.
Yeah, he didn't unlock G-Lock chain.
Yeah. So
With-
I guess you can just like download a save from the end of Rider or something.
Yeah.
Unless you just start from the start. It's up to you.
Well, that's why we have such a good estimate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you can just download a save that starts from OG Look, right? Because you completed tagging up turf, and that's where it would have put you.
9s in the case, you have to do.
Oh yeah, 9's an AK. So
It ain't Jeffrey no more. It's
Nice physics there.
Oh, yeah, he's a real gangster, man.
we don't really know MH. Like the mission seemed to pass, but then like restarted for some reason, and then when he did it again, it's obviously done too much.
because I like tried something that I haven't really done before.
Yeah.
That's kind of screw me out.
This is why you don't go for new strats in a marathon, everyone. Play to what you know. Did you get a 9s and AK save?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So,
Hoxi, you
so Hoxi's back on track, he's just one mission behind now.
you doing 555 with tip strat?
That's a
And,
death
the-
strat, dude. That's a weird,
yeah.
weird champ strat. Grabbing the
Practice it. I shouldn't soft lock if I don't do something dumb.
Yeah.
Well, just save before the 555.
Yeah, just redo 555, lol. I always just got a cop bike from the garage instead of using the cop car.
Slow.
If anyone's wondering about like what the category involves, just type !MD and Nightbot will explain it for you.
What a shit show.
Now G-Lock is 80% basically, nothing too much. I just record the replay there of PCJ. Hopefully I will spawn one on Life's Beach.
Yeah, you guys think that like this is complicated? Just wait until we get to some of the later segments.
I'd say Los Santos is the most complicated actually.
It's the most complicated in terms of like the amount of dupes that you do, but in terms of the stuff you skip, I'd say San Fierro is way more because you skip the whole of the second half of San Fierro.
Oh yeah, maybe.
You skip like 2 entire chains with that.
San Fierro is like 20 minutes long, I think. And Los Santos is 42 minutes.
Add that boost stag, but then like people wouldn't read it anyway, so people are gonna ask regardless. Yeah, so this is like the first deviation of Faulux's route. We used to dupe Mad Dog's Rhymes instead, but he has a route that dupes Lysa Beach, and then dupes management issues instead. It's about like a minute faster, I think.
Yeah.
But the issue is that Lysa Beach dupe is kind of weird because it spawns 2 vans, and the van physics are very strange. So that's why we used to not do it, but Faulux is kind of mastered it at this point. Whether Hoxi has is a different question, because he used to do the old route. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, my game kept crashing with the old route, so I just switched.
Yeah, I think that's just a classic SA thing, honestly. I'd never had that crash issue.
I just started recently, I don't know.
Yeah, I started Life's Beach 2 times out of cutscene, because if you start mission in cutscene 2 times, there will be no traffic and no pedestrians, so no homies.
Yeah, so you can't do the
dance run, the dance skip strat. You have to do the dance. I got good ones, so lucky me.
Yeah, if you're wondering why he's flicking the camera when he's driving as well, it's to manipulate traffic. You can like flick your mouse to despawn them.
Not really despawn, like respawn.
It's to re-roll like the generation of it,
Yeah.
but
You can
it's much
somehow-
easier to explain to a beginner that it just despawns them. Like
Yeah,
re-rolling
sometimes
the
you can-
RNG is like, you know, what?
Yeah. You can sometimes get a fucking great traffic spawn, like you despawn and get a car right in front of you and you slam into it.
Yeah. I remember during my 100% casual playthrough, I failed that really long bullet race because of that. Like, I despawned a car, another one spawned right in front of me, and it just flipped me.
That's why you drive in the middle of the road, not on the opposite line or your line.
Oh, this save is great. It doesn't have the right time of day.
Nice.
Oh.
It's better than restarting though, so.
Yeah, I'll just go save. Mind me, boys.
Just wait for me to fail running dog dupe five times in a row.
Yeah. It's like probably the worst thing about this category is the running dog dupe. You skip 3 missions. Which ones do you skip? You skip
VSUTT
wrong side of the track,
and just business.
just business, and what was the first one?
Wrong side of the tracks.
And you dupe it 4 times, because if you...
Dupe it 3 times.
No, 4 times.
You
Just
start
one...
duping it 4 times would have 5 instances.
The
Oh yeah, true, whatever.
one
You
instance
start it
fails.
yeah.
You start it 4 times,
Yeah, because when you get to the end marker, one instance fails and free pass.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're right, because it's a Duping fail, so you only pass 2 of the missions, but you skip wrong side of the tracks and just business, which is like 2 really annoying missions. They're pretty long.
Wrong side of the tracks is just annoying, and just business is long mission.
Yeah.
Long and
So,
boring.
Yeah, we'll get to that point later on. But you'll see like a super interesting route here from Faulux, like doing Burning Desire this early. Like, most people probably won't even know that you can unlock it this early, but it's unlocked by Mad Dog's Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can also dupe this mission. You may think that duping this mission would have like catastrophic consequences because of, you know, the interior and everything with Denise, but it actually doesn't create like assets for any of those.
Only
So
40
this
Molotovs. That's
Yeah,
all.
this skips grey imports. The only asset it dupes is the Molotovs, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you're me, then sometimes you get the doors duped and Denise gets stuck in the
Never
Wait,
had
what?
that happen.
I
I've
had
never
that
seen
happen
that.
once.
I have never seen that. It's incredible. Oh, we're back on front page. PogChamp, dude.
For this train wreck.
Yeah. I guess I'll do the classic of what I did last night while you guys are gaming. So, to those who have just joined us from the front page, welcome. We are GTAMarathon, and we are a collective unit of speedrunners that put on a show during April every single year, which you are now watching. It's a showcase for the community, and all your best and favorite GTA speedruns are showcased. We do it from the 17th to the 21st of April. And the way we are doing it is by using a remote PC setup. Thanks to our friends over at Shadow Tech. I will link their website in the chat. And essentially, their service is they allow you to, if you have like a bad internet connection, but you want to, or a good internet connection, but a bad PC, and you want to play all the most recent games, then you can go to this link and pay a monthly fee. And that will give you access to an insanely good PC which you can use. Yeah, Hoxi's gonna have to wait for the live to be each time.
I don't know why I didn't save again. GDQ stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't expect this to go this bad.
Big thank you to those guys for letting us, because we stream via one of their PCs as well. So yeah, if you're interested in GTA speedrunning or speedrunning in general, then stay tuned, hang around, and enjoy the marathon. Got a couple more days left.
This woman is annoying.
Oh, you're too kind.
What
Yeah,
is
there's no
she
mechanic
doing?
in this game to manipulate Denise to sprint after you. You just gotta kind of hope that she doesn't get stuck on things.
The strat you usually do is just hang walls, and it usually helps.
Yeah. I meant as in like, you know, in Vice City where you can like hold sprint and or sprint after
Yeah,
you.
in Vice City is better
thing
in
in
this
San
in this aspect.
No shit. What you doing in Fargo too?
Really superior game.
Yeah.
You're CJ, right?
Yeah, how you know me?
Everybody in
So yeah,
the
duping Burning Desire will skip grey imports all the way later on. That's the other mission in that chain.
Oh, I did any percent strats here.
Give me a call sometime. We should go out or something.
Turn the bike
Yeah, I
the
like that.
VSCTT way.
Yeah.
No bike and no homies, dude. This is going amazingly well.
Huge. Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll get running dog first try. So yeah, I got 2 bikes in my garage. The top bike is for Green Saber and PCJ is for RTLS. There's no point going for NRG in this route because it's slower.
Yeah,
It's not
there
worth.
are routes that grab the NRG because there's some other stuff that you can grab on the way, but in this route there's no point. You can just use the PCJ instead.
Yeah,
It only
PC
loses like 20 seconds,
yeah,
but then
20
grabbing the
seconds.
NRG wastes like a minute, so it's faster to just keep the PCJ.
We just don't use energy in this run at all.
Yeah.
Ball is turf. You dogs ready?
In an old route, you actually used to dupe drive-by,
Oh,
and in theory you would be able to dupe this mission a lot in order to skip almost all of Sweet's missions. The problem with that is that after you dupe it, I think more than five times or more, the ballers that spawn get like packaged into each other and they're completely invincible, so you can't pass the mission. So instead, we used to do drive-by ×4 and then Doberman.
×3,
but then,
×3.
Oh, ×3, yeah. But now we've figured out like a new route, which skips Doberman entirely, which is really nice because it's a really long mission. The only drawback to that being that these guys won't have access to ammunition for the entire rest of the game. So during like Badlands and stuff, we'll need to pick up
Rifles
guns in different
No,
places.
we'll only pick up a rifle in this run.
Yeah.
We'll see it later, in like less than an hour.
Duping drive-by also used to give you a 0 wanted level for the entirety of Los Santos, but that's also a benefit that we don't unfortunately get anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to go paint spray.
Yeah, instead we're gonna duplicate Sweet's Girl 4 times, which will skip the rest of the chain. As you saw, Faulux there kept his wanted level after he paint sprayed. He's gonna try and get a cop bike. You can manipulate your camera in order to get a cop bike here. So when you finish the mission, he's going to make sure to wait for a cop to spawn, shoot him, and then dupe the mission. So that's 2, 3, and 4. I think you did it 3 times, and you have to do it a 4th time again.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, start it again. And he's going to manipulate his camera by looking behind him, and that's going to cause a cop on a bike to always spawn. And there you go, and then you can take a cop bike. The reason you want a cop bike for this mission is because if you go into a car in this game, or a boat, the AI's accuracy actually glitches out, and they become way more accurate. So when you're in a car, the AI is supposed to be more accurate to hit you while you're in the car. But when you exit, it's supposed to reset back to normal, but it doesn't. Whereas a bike doesn't have that. So you essentially, whenever you use a bike for these missions, it makes the AI way less accurate. It's like, if Faulux had taken a car to this mission, he'd already be dead. That's how deadly accurate they are.
Also, the sky is dark, if you didn't notice.
Yeah, there's essentially the game still thinks you're inside, because you duplicated missions in the interior world. And it also means that you would have no traffic for the rest of the mission.
Actually, I'm gonna save this cop car for next drive, so I'm not gonna bail out of the car. Because having submission here is pretty useful. You'll see why. Oh, maybe not, because next mission is running dog 4 times. And before doing the mission, there's a phone call is about to come in. I don't want to receive it, so I'm gonna use submission. Just skip it, I guess. How do I say that?
Hops, I don't know what you're talking about, by the way. You're saying that this category is only 30 minutes faster. Are you comparing a marathon estimate to the world record of any percent? Because if you compare the world records, it's actually almost an hour faster. So, what on earth you're talking about, I have no idea. Unless you think that it's actually, logical to compare a marathon estimate to the world record of a different category. In which case, you're honestly just trolling.
This category is more than 1 hour long. It's faster. My room is just shit.
This category is much faster. So this is the running dog dupe. The issue with this is there's no way to not have the cars spawn on top of each other. So you just need to hope that they flip out like that. Faulux will try and push this one away and hope that it's not the correct one. I don't think he's going to have time, unfortunately. So this, yeah, it was the wrong one anyway. So even if he would have pushed it away, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I'm holding this call just to avoid.
Just so the call doesn't come in when you
when you cancel a call before a tool. I'm just gonna explain it in a minute after I get the dupe.
So there's one car that is actually tied to the mission, and all the other ones, it doesn't matter if it explodes. So you just need to hope that they get stuck and hope that the one car that you need is correct. So this looks good.
Yeah,
You
this
just need
is
to figure
good.
out. There's no way to know which one is the correct one until you get in and out, and it'll give you the dialogue or the text, I guess, like the subtitle.
Okay, so when call come
There
in,
you go.
it sets to on mission to 1. So I can manipulate to on mission to 0 again, which causes to skip the call, but the phone call ring sound is still there, and when it's actually gonna end, then game sets on mission to 0 again. So if I just cancel the call with on mission tool before starting the mission, I can accidentally dupe the mission. I don't wanna do that.
And as you see there, when he hits the marker, essentially 4 of the guys are gonna spawn. And then one of the mission fails, and it cleans up the rest of them. So it's a typical dupe and fail from GTA 3. So you fail one instance, and then that despawns the rest of the guys, and then the other missions pass because you have to kill the guy in order to pass the mission. So the game goes like, oh, good job, you've got rid of them all. So that passes the other 2, and then that is wrong side of the tracks and just business skipped, just like that.
Relax, man. We ain't there yet.
And then he's gonna do home invasion twice. This also has a side effect when you do this mission, that you only have to get 1 box, but you also make 3 times as much noise. So Faulux needs to be really careful to not trigger the
I'm
old
just
man
gonna
sleeping
not
upstairs.
gonna slide there. I'm just gonna walk.
Yeah, sliding can be risky.
Intended way doing
Sometimes better to
mission.
just all walk.
Yeah.
Because
When I
3
slide, I
boxes will also spawn on top of each other, so sometimes you can like knock them and make a load of noise.
yeah, if you bump
It
into
is
the wall,
actually faster duping this mission because you only have to grab 1 box total. So you see that the boxes are duped and they're kind of freaking out.
yeah, I got good crate here.
Yeah. And then once he grabs that, he just puts it away and then you can immediately go to the end of the mission.
Let's get up out of here.
And this skips Catalyst and robbing Uncle Sam.
There is a risky strat for this mission. You can hold the call before getting into the one at the end, and cancel it during cutscene and drive off. But it's pretty risky because you can crash into those trees or something, and since your truck is on really low health, sometimes you can just fail the mission, because if the one is on fire, mission fails.
You gonna wish you hadn't pissed
It saves like 3 seconds.
Sound like the Buster complaining again.
Hello.
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 Joshua.
Do I have a minute to do an actually
Sure.
Faulux?
Say, CJ.
Why did you use the phone call to manipulate on mission? Why didn't you just press F6?
I said
He
it.
just explained that.
I
Did he?
explained that.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
No, I mean like you're
accidentally
holding
dupe.
the phone call to stop the phone call coming in, right?
Yeah,
Why not just press F6 before the phone call comes in?
because I explained it.
You can accidentally dupe the mission.
Alright,
And
hold
that's
Oh,
Think about what I'm
okay.
saying.
Listen to the stream, Josh.
I'm sorry, I'm learning.
bro.
It's really fucking. This is
Because
weird.
when
It is weird.
call ringing sound is over, the game sets on mission to 0 again. So you have to wait for the call to end.
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. This is weird.
Also, I got really lucky here. I got Voodoo, which is perfect vehicle for
Yeah,
the next
Voodoo is
mission.
good. I remember once I got a Remington here, which is like the god tier spawn that you can use for this next race coming up.
Yeah,
And
also
then,
Tahoma is good.
As I was driving along on the bridge, a baller shot my tires out.
Oh, I remember
That was
that.
it, yeah.
Oh, that was epic.
The game giveth and the game taketh away.
I answered 2 calls in cutscene, by the way, so I don't have to answer it before this mission. So I unlocked high stakes lowrider during cutscene, basically. Also, I answered the useless call for Doberman, which is it's not required, but it's just gonna annoy me later. It will come in later.
Yep.
So it's just annoying call.
In the old route, fun fact, if you answered the Doberman phone call, it would actually move the marker away from Sweet's place to the ammunition, which is where Doberman starts, and that would softlock you because then you wouldn't be able to complete Doberman because you skipped it, but then you also wouldn't be able to start the missions at Grove Street. So
Yeah,
you wouldn't be able to start
families.
reuniting the families in the old route.
Okay, cool. First car. At least running dog went well.
So you got a
Alex gonna
first
make some
try,
time up here.
right? I could have taken armor there. I've seen some people grab it during 20% in snail trail.
Dude, who grabs armor there? That's major safe strats.
Yeah, it's safe strat, but since you, if you know how to do it, how to do reuniting the family, it's, you don't have to do
Yeah,
it.
reuniting the families isn't a hard mission.
If you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Some people don't, so they grab a spray can there.
Yeah, I always remember people yelling at me because I never could be bothered to figure out how to grab it through the ceiling. And they like jump on the table or some shit, but I don't remember how to do that, so... Always went upstairs and everyone was like, "Ree!"
Well, there's sets of grenades here, which I'm gonna use. Believe me, it's faster than destroying the helicopter with shotgun.
Yeah, that takes forever, dude. It's like insane. I remember testing that out, like, is it better to skip grenades? And yeah, it really isn't. Grenades save so much time.
And you have 19 grenades for Green Saber, which is cool, you can just...
Insanity, yeah, you just start beaming them at people left and right.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. In 80% you have like 3 nades there usually.
Yeah.
Oh, I got bike. Wow, this is good like pace right now. This is like 43 Los Santos if I didn't fail 9s in the case.
Would have been a good run if I didn't make a mistake.
Yeah. But RNG Cub killed it.
Literally world record pace until it was no longer world record.
But sidewalk RNG on 9s in the case. Now this mission is kinda cancer when it's dipped.
For the implications and hope you enjoy some sporting activity tonight. The State Department is advising against foreign travel. This was Leanne Forget WCTR News. Let's be careful.
So we need to push this guy out of his twin brother. Got stuck. Playing replay, I think it replay and it helps sometimes. Since much time loss anyway. Okay, it's not that bad. So instead of driving where you usually drive, we're just gonna drive the other way. Because it's closer to Grove Street, where the next mission is gonna take place.
What mission does this skip again? House party?
Yeah. But we still have to watch the house party
You have to watch
cutscene.
the cutscene.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it's on Grove Street.
I was gonna say, does it skip the cutscene or the mission?
No,
It skips
yeah,
mission.
It skips the mission because of the weird way that the thread works, but you have to watch the cutscene in order to progress the rest of it. It's pretty sick that you can just throw it into the pond even though it's like not even waist deep.
Yeah, just
And the guy just drowns anyway.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
This is new route for this drive, by the way. 5 seconds faster than going drive-by route. So I need to wait additional time to make sure the phone calls sound is ended before I start the house party cutscene. Otherwise I would have duped it and I would have to do the house party mission itself. And we just have to do Reuniting the Family's Green Saber, which is 2 last missions in Los Santos.
It's a shame that Reuniting the Families is like the one that brings all the chains together at the end of LS, because otherwise you could skip this too. But like this is the one unskippable, really long mission in LS, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because it's like once you complete all the other chains, then it unlocks Reuniting the Families rather than the other way around.
Yeah. But it's in Sweet Chain anyways. Just like Tagging Up Turf is in, I think.
Yep.
So theoretically I thought when I was routing it I could like do Tagging Up Turf 8 times and it would have skipped me to this mission, but no, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You have to complete the other chains, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Otherwise, that would be like Gigabrain.
You'd skip like all of LS basically.
Yeah. But instead, you just soft lock because you never open up the big smoke chain, never pass it. So Reuniting the Families is there, but you just can't start it because the game's checking to make sure that you've completed all the other chains. There's actually a document. I think I still have it on my
there's
Google
a document
Drive of all the chains. Let me see if I can find it and how they work.
I used SDA.
Yeah, the SDA knowledge base has it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Reuniting the Families in Green Saber at LS Final, as Noob said.
No,
yeah.
no
So it's
anything
completed.
specific in this. You should AK here to train AK skill. Just shoot your own car. It doesn't take any damage, but you're still increasing your shooting skill. You don't really need Hitman skill actually in this category, no. But wait.
It's nice for 0-star and shit like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It increases accuracy, but you don't have to slide with AK in this category. You don't do like Black Project, Stowaway, those missions.
Yeah, I think the best skip.
Oh yeah.
In this entire is the
Yeah, we'll get to that
I
later.
won't spoil it.
Yeah.
I won't spoil
There's
it,
still
but
quite a lot of time to that.
Yeah, it is truly incredible how you skip the desert missions. Like when we managed to incorporate into that into the route is the best thing ever.
Yeah, actually,
I know when I was testing that during your stream, we were like, why are we not doing this? This is
yeah, I was dumb
doing
enough.
Black Project Dupe when there's an alternative that's faster. Like, what were we thinking? 'Cause Black Project Dupe is terrible.
NOV for that. It was in all the route, but I didn't use it for some reason when I was rerouting this category.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking.
Yeah, I just rerouted Los Santos on my own. Was
Did you
doing
used to like?
Catalyst dupe and stuff.
Did you only do Black Project twice, or like
Twice.
Once.
Dupe it once? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How many
once.
instances did you pass?
Two instances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why would you do 3 instances?
Yeah, I know, that's why I was confused.
Yeah, just rephrasing a bit.
But what else would you skip? Because you only skipped Green Goo. That's the last
Yeah,
one, right?
there's
Yeah.
nothing else after. Yeah, that's why I was confused, because there's nothing else.
Yeah, so yeah, the old one was to do like the classic Verdant Meadows ×3 to skip NOE and Stowaway, and then do Black Project ×2 to skip Green Goo.
Can you tell me
You don't
what's
need to do any of that anymore.
Reuniting the Family time it is? I don't have timer.
Let's have a look.
What the? Hello?
What?
Hello?
What?
What? A mission pass?
What? What?
Were you just driving and a mission passed?
Wait, what? did the other car drown somehow?
What the hell?
I'd be careful before you start the next mission. You might still have an instance running.
This is odd.
I would throw that car in the ocean if I were you. Just in case.
My auto splitter split, and I have it set to split on house party end. So.
All right, if you wanna risk it, if your game crashes. Yeah, I can only assume that the other car somehow destroyed itself.
It's fine.
All right, well,
Well,
that's something I've never seen before.
That's all.
It was like a 44-25 reuniting pass, by the way.
Okay, this is like 47 for Santos.
Yeah.
Not bad
So
for
if any of you SA runners out there, cough Joshimas, get sick of Los Santos, start running this category because you can do it in 45 minutes.
I may try it.
It's honestly so good, dude. Unironically.
Still, it's meme. Anyway,
Yeah.
I prefer any percent.
I mean, of all the memes, it's like a good meme.
Yeah, it is-
yeah,
it is
It's
a
like,
very
if the
good
speed run was really good, what would you do?
Exactly, yeah. If you didn't have to deal with all the stupid limitations that SA has and all the other games don't.
Yeah, by the way, clip that. If Josh doesn't do this category, then just
I gotta warn Sweet.
Yeah, I gotta hold him to it.
blackmail him.
Yeah.
Damn it, Sweet. Pick up. Pick up.
Oh, I don't think it's the most optimized run.
Well,
That's what chat's.
you can optimize it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's never going to be more optimal than any percent, surely.
Oh, you never know.
Can't wait for reset to grind this 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, until that happens.
Me having it.
Oh, I died. Nice.
Man, I can't stand the grays or the
Yes, dude. No longer 7 pace.
Yep. Sick, dude. Give me this.
Sorry, Faulux is just hard throwing to let Hoxi catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, good guy Faulux.
I respect that.
The game is even helping me with that fucking random mission pass because I had the car and then you need.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Is Faulux French? Does he sound French?
Sure.
He's a comrade.
Yes, hello. I am Faulux. I am from St. Petersburg, yeah?
Great.
Russia is it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, Duping.
Oh, whatever.
When you get the GTAMarathon, the big game.
That sounds racist to me.
Hyper.
Whoa, that copper is get fucking wrecked. He's stuck on the fence, nice.
Funny how.
Okay.
So does this game not have like dupe and fails?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
If you'd use that, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, did you not see the running dog dude?
Ah, yes, you're right. Yeah.
They're not used super often, Because just mass duping missions to pass a whole chain is much faster.
Can't you just like dupe the mission 6 times, fail 1 instance? I guess that's kind of hard, right?
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, makes sense.
Damn, sweet. Pick up. Pick up.
Hey, what's up? You call me, but I ain't pick it up. So leave a message out.
Should we grab some nades just to make easier to myself?
Live yet?
What is going on with traffic? Whatever, I don't care. Free car? Yoink! Mine now. So that's Kaspersky doing firefighter rider.
You having fun yet?
Yeah, not having a gunster skill SMG in this category is kinda annoying, since you cannot headshot people that easy.
So who
this
made
is the... Go on.
No, I'm not saying anything important.
Alright, neither am I, but I'll go anyway. This is the first example of where you'll see this on-mission deaths used. Usually in this mission that Faulux is doing, you would have to take a picture, kill some guy at the top of Mount, was it Mount Chiliad?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
Mount Chiliad? Yeah. You would kill him and then take a picture
Also, it's raining.
of his corpse, and then you would have to like drive all the way back to where the mission would start. But in this category, because you can abuse on mission 0 deaths, you can just go ahead and just like the second you take the picture, you can just shoot his car, blow yourself up on mission 0, and teleport all the way back.
To the hospital, which is
First
closer.
of many uses of that in this one.
Yeah, I think that's the IL strat as well.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but you need like girlfriend's call or something here, because you don't have any calls in any percent here. Also, I just made a fast replay of Sanchez here. There's a few reasons for that to do.
You could get a phone call by going into debt.
Oh yeah.
So I'm letting those guys shoot me a bit, so I can just devour from the gas tank easier.
So you see when he dies, the mission doesn't fail. It's still running in the background. And it tells you all the way back down. You just
Nice, no traffic by the way.
do you not grab the ambulance? It's usually faster than trying to RNG something, right?
Yeah, it's more consistent.
Yeah.
Ambulance is like 30 seconds. Yeah, we just passed this mission.
And in the mission, just like that, saves driving all the way
Also,
back.
we skipped the rain with dying, which is pretty good.
Do you get the rifle now, or is it on a
No, on other.
Like bus warp.
Yeah,
oh, after the bus?
after a King in Exile.
Oh, technically bus warp. We don't do the second bus warp.
Yeah, instead of the second busted warp.
I'm gonna ask this question, and I know none of you have the answer. Why don't missions fail if you're on mission 0? And die?
Because it only checks if you're on mission 1, I guess.
Yeah, but why?
It'll be something silly like that, like
Read the code, lol.
yeah.
Read the
Like,
code. Oh, yeah.
How do I'll have an answer for you? Something he would know. But I imagine, yeah, there is just some kind of check to see if if you're actually on a mission before it fails you.
But yeah, but that logic only works if you can't fail it in any way. Why does it why is only deaf and busted like work like that?
How do Yeah, because we can all give you logical answers, but not technical answers.
Yeah.
So usually in 80% you would do 2 busted warps in Badlands. We're only going to do 1 for the reason I mentioned before.
The reason we do it
Doberman.
is because Teleport closer to the next mission.
Yeah.
Maybe some people
So you
will
don't
be
do the
lost.
second one because you drive back and
Whoa,
on the
whoa,
way
whoa,
you
whoa,
grab
whoa,
a
nice
rifle,
cop
which is
there.
used for what's the name of that mission? Local liquor store.
Tanker commander, it is.
Oh, I have
Oh.
negative IQ.
Did you just do Badlands?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Mickey Q. How are you gonna fail that?
I just do it again. Why fail?
What do you mean why fail? What, you skip?
I didn't pass it.
Yeah, but if you do pass it, then what, you be softlocked out?
No, it doesn't skip anything. You just
Oh,
pass the
isn't
mission.
it like its own little mini chain?
I guess.
Yes.
Let's see.
Mission
it is,
under
indeed. It is the
mission
only
Badlands passed. Yeah, the only one.
Lol.
one. Yeah,
Good
never mind.
shit.
Dupe it as many times as you want for whatever reason.
This mission looks funny, dude.
Yeah, it's just cars just blowing up outside. Guy getting stuck. I guess just let the guy shoot you, it's probably faster.
There's another example of me answering the call when I can in cutscene. Coming up.
Yeah, you take the phone call that you would usually take like before you death warp. But you take it during the cutscene where the two guys are like flipping the
Yeah.
car. For some reason, when I've done this, I sometimes just don't get the call here, and I don't think anyone ever figured out why. But it's possible to just have your phone not ring here for whatever reason. But because it's in the cutscene, like, you can't tell what's going on.
Yoink!
So I just have to take it out.
Mine now.
That's a good spawn. Powdernet is now typing in the chat. Josh and Mish, you can ask him again. Okay.
Sorry, I was typing. I was typing. It has been typed.
Band song. Yeah. You should listen to Kairos in Badlands instead of ADST.
I think there goes my bike.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. It's gone.
Oh, nice. Nice. I like those
It's like
bad
the
ones.
worst place to lose your bike too, because the only other real option, if you don't want to run all the way to the road, is the quad bike, but the quad bike sucks.
Damn.
It is trash.
I can take this fucking sander. Keep up. I'll take it anyways, it's better than fucking running.
That's one of several cars in this area, right, that are like damaged even though their health is full. There's also like a blood ring banger that's the same, like they're smashed
Yeah,
out.
Glendalee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like a completely different version of the car. That's just what they look like by default.
Yeah, it's like a completely different vehicle in the code.
There you go, Josh. Missions do a stack return when it's on mission 0 and you die or get busted.
Mission 1, but yeah.
Oh yeah, on mission 1.
But why? Why do they check?
How that's gonna keep giving you an answer and they're just gonna keep going, but why does it do that? But why?
What were Rockstar thinking, Powdernet? Come on.
Yeah.
Tell
What are
me.
they even thinking?
Are they thinking? Let's just
That's
ask
bad.
that.
Is it because there are like some missions that run in the background? Like, isn't when you do Catalina missions, there's actually just like a mission running in the background that determines which of the 4 missions you do.
Oh, don't get started with the way Catalina missions are coded. I remember Powdernet explaining it once to me. It is tragic how that works. Like, the reason we can't skip Catalina missions in Badlands at all is because they're just coded so weirdly.
Yeah, no, Duping and Badlands, it's
Yeah,
80%
Badlands is exactly the
with
same
some optimizations in this category.
Yeah, okay, so Powdernet. Okay, that isn't how that works. I was just guessing, Powdernet. Just guessing why they would have done that. I guess instead of using a mission in the background, they just use a fucking thread, right? No, I think about it for more than 5 seconds.
Why don't you do Body Harvest to skip Are You Going to San Fierro? I assume because that would lock you out of all of San Fierro, right?
Yeah.
You need to pass. You can't skip the last one in like a city. You always have to complete it.
Well, we skip Yake Boom Boom.
Man, you brought peace back to
Yeah, but that's like
It's
in
different.
SF, it's way different because of the way the chains work.
The way the desert unlocks.
Yeah.
You unlock.
That's like the weird thing is that like it's hard to answer because the answers are different depending on the cities because like fucking Rockstar Brain, they every like section is coded differently. It's like different people made it, so you can abuse certain glitches in one section that don't work for the other section.
It's almost like 100 people worked on this game
Exactly,
simultaneously.
yeah.
Wow. Oh, it's the EXE doing it. Okay, that makes more sense. So when you die on mission 1, the game's just like, hey, he died while on mission 1, he must be on a mission. Make all missions fail. I guess. But obviously,
yeah, something like that.
If you die while you're holding a phone call, I guess just nothing bad happened. So then
there's no mission running then.
So then we get back to my point, why don't they just do that all the time instead of checking? Then nothing bad happens.
Because they knew that speedrunners would abuse this tactic, and they love Rockstar loves speedruns.
So there's
so nice.
convenient.
They just ignore us.
Convenient.
Yeah, this is the rifle spawn that I mentioned
Oh my
earlier,
God.
just up on this rock, you just get it, but it means that you can't busted warp, unfortunately, you have to drive back to Catalina.
Yeah, it's not
But it's
that
still
bad.
faster than doing Doberman, because Doberman's like 5 minutes long.
Also doing T-Bone Mendez with chasing all those guys. Yeah, it's worth
RNG
taking.
Fest, let's go.
Because I guess it's like a quick reminder if you weren't here when we explained it during Los Santos. With this route, you can't go to ammunition because you haven't unlocked it, because you skipped the mission that unlocks it, so they can't buy any guns, they have to use like fixed spawns.
Through games.
Or pickups, yeah, pickups from the ground.
So many cop cars, but I cannot abuse that, sadly. Oh, so many cop cars. Always, every time.
Oh, we hit 10k viewers again. Thank you to everyone who's supporting the marathon. We love you all. We hope you're having a great time, because we certainly are.
Oh, there's a pedestrian stuck in the ground.
It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy's in the ground, what the hell?
Cheetah in Badlands.
So you guys know about the whole the arrows are laggy in that mission the longer your computer's been on, right?
Yeah.
This game has that problem with save files, so the longer you play on the save file, the more everything gets broken.
Really?
Yeah, for the same
Yeah.
issue. For like
Other games have that
overflows.
too.
So your true hundo save is fucked, basically, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. I'm gonna have to like manually edit a bunch of variables in the save to like reset my playtime.
What's wrong with it right now? Like,
Traffic
goes
is a
wrong?
little glitchy, but
Okay.
yeah, all traffic and peds and stuff just like glitch out. The ped in the ground maybe.
Like what happens on Gale's Ace, for example. VCM3 have that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
the games just aren't supposed to be running that long, I guess.
I think it's like total playtime, not just like playtime during a session.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like on the save file, like total.
What is this stream doing? I used to be a huge fan of GTA SAMP, so I really want to know what is this game mode. This is just the regular story mode of the game, but we're trying to beat it as fast as possible. We're speedrunning the actual main game.
And some cheating in between.
When's NTA speedruns?
I sleep.
Someone suggested a really cool idea of having like just the actual story mode but in MTA, so you can like play it multiplayer.
Yeah.
Have fun coding.
Yeah, I mean it's impossible obviously, but
Just play PS2
co-op.
co-op lol.
Yeah, just
Even
I
in
mean,
that, you
there-
can't start missions and stuff though, right? You just freerun them.
yeah. No, I tried.
So,
it.
yeah.
It's like
If
rampages. you can
Rockstar
do.
even couldn't make it, then I don't think any modders would be able to. Well, again, I
There
shouldn't
is-
say that because modders usually do a cracking job.
Yeah. There is an MP mod for SA that allows you to play the story mode, like more than one player, but there's no traffic and the syncing is absolute trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine it would be like one hell of an undertaking to try and do that.
Yeah, MTA has a problem with that in default. Just traffic in general syncing is horrible.
You can post links at them. Go ahead, Blood.
Grab a bike and follow me. Do you think you can keep up with a real woman?
I'm not sure how Rockstar got traffic working in multiplayer for Rage Engine games, but it's pretty impressive how well synced it is, considering.
But then they don't sync the time of day and online on some missions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. They sync the radio, but not the time of day.
I have a hideout on Front Ridge.
You're fucking psycho.
All you little men are scared of strong women.
Oh yeah, Tem linked to example of the broken traffic with long game hours.
I want to see this.
Men, we're sluts. If we don't put out, we're frigid bitches.
It's just like cop cars everywhere, and they're spawning inside of other cars and shit.
That was just another day at the office. You can't snap.
Whoa! Yeah, when he gets to like 30 seconds and he goes on like the motorway bit, the big road, cars just like fly down the road at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Jesus.
What the fuck? I guess it only affects the traffic that's like the optimized traffic, like the ones that don't actually have physics turned on.
Yeah.
Like, you know how the monster truck glitch works? It's like with traffic that hasn't been touched or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that traffic is like programmed completely differently.
Yeah.
It's like rubber band, isn't it?
I didn't say that.
So I guess,
On rails.
yeah, it's like on rails basically, yeah.
I am serious. I will kill you if
Yeah, you can see the forklifts with 400 miles per hour
Yeah, exactly.
Carl, you're
in Las Venturas.
Please, sweetheart. I got in some real deep shit.
Let's go.
I haven't actually fixed it yet, you see, but I know it's possible. You just have to manually edit the save file.
So is it as simple as just changing your playtime to a lower number?
It's like there's a bunch of numbers you have to change. But yeah, basically. There may be other issues, I don't know. Like, in theory, any problem is fixable with a save file, because you can change everything, but
Yeah.
it's just no one's, like, understood all the complexities of it. It's like,
Yeah, knowing what you can and can't change to.
yeah, well, it's not as simple as just numbers either. Like, the script, like, there's a block in the save file that describes every single script running.
Yeah.
It's like, theoretically, you can just, like, have every single mission running at once or something, but nobody understands how it works. So.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine if you do that, you would just brick your save. or
Yeah.
See
something.
me again when you think you understand it. Goodbye.
So I guess Badlands just happens like basically normal.
Yeah, mostly normal.
Well, I just saved a bunch of times to fix day of week and time of day, and also answered Caesar Valve on the call for Vuzimu. You can see it on radar, so gonna help us later. I moved day of week a bit further because I don't wanna get yay call in San Fierro, and also timing for 555 with tip, I guess.
Actually avoidable save file bug in
Yeah.
in this category. Another reason why it's just objectively better.
Where the fuck am I air driving even? Yeah, I took a bank.
Small sandbagging.
Yep. I was just reading chat.
chemical element that's inert. I'm not quite sure on the details because I was huffing ether in class that day.
I don't
Oh,
like
great,
that smoke.
Patrick, great. If only there was a wiki to store stuff on instead of random paste bins.
You wanna rob a betting shop?
Actually, the strat that
If only we had
doesn't save
runners that
many
didn't go off
times.
the rails every now and again.
Yeah.
You can move in this cutscene.
Oh wow, look at who it is in chat.
The Adam AK.
There you go.
Now I kill you. Eat my shit. Go! Get in there and open the safe. Stop playing with your balls and hurry up.
Okay, I got it.
About fucking time. You're a fucking sloth.
Whatever, let's roll.
Wait, nobody raced through yesterday?
Yeah, Zakori stepped in.
Fast asleep.
Oh.
And Rock was going to bed. I just wanted to commentate because I haven't run all missions in like over a month. And Guy With also didn't want to.
Oh, you should have put. Should have put me in. Should have put me in, Cody.
Which all missions time? Technically like 20 hours, right? Because you just did 100%.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to race through because I didn't want to spoil the race that we're gonna have at ESA Summer instead. Because we're gonna race all missions if it gets in.
If it gets in, says person on acceptance team.
When it gets in.
Yeah, there you go.
If this is what cowboys listen to, no wonder they invented the electric guitar.
Got a little fog on the horizon, so cuddle up to something warm and pray you don't make a mistake.
Ben versus Ben.
Yeah.
English
The
band
ultimate
versus American band.
Where's Julian? Time to send a little gift. Ooh.
Ooh.
Horny.
They'll have fantasies that involve tractors.
E-Ben versus A-Ben. Yes.
Well done. Brilliant drop.
So yeah, unfortunately this is the start of the boring section of Badlands. Just 2 races.
Well, I like
Can't
it.
skip them.
Just
The
driving.
start.
Well, the rest of Badlands isn't awful.
I like all of it, to be honest.
I don't mind Badlands except the races.
I like
the
races.
as well.
Fucking
Because
perfect.
you're a freak.
Because it's actually hard for me, that's why.
Because if you turn on autopilot for 2 seconds, you just go straight to the ocean.
Every time, yeah.
Every time, dude.
Just like me. Too much speed that was.
Oh dear.
Oh yikes! There we go.
Just a little bit.
Damn, Adam. Fucking hell.
Start of the boring section, literally the entire game. Huge comment.
Underrated comment.
I still remember watching Adam's like casual playthrough of this game the first time, and he didn't want any like backseating or anything.
Alright,
So
boomer Josh.
During Las Venturas, he was doing the side missions in Las Venturas, the optional ones.
The casino ones.
Yeah, so he was doing he was trying to get the girlfriend, I can't remember her name.
Millie.
Yeah,
Millie.
Millie. And he was like complaining constantly because this is stupid, I shouldn't have to do this. Not realizing it's like a side mission because, you know, the game doesn't make it very fucking obvious.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way to tell what's optional and
Yeah.
what isn't.
There's like, it's a $sign in the casino. It looks like just a mission.
Yeah. Faulux, seemingly no way to get back on land here, really throwing away the lead. I don't
First
know
place, here I come.
Yeah.
Green monkey.
Is there really no way up?
There's a beach, I think, but it's...
It looks like the left should be a way up, but I guess you already tried it.
You'd think so, yeah, but he just tries to climb instead of jumping
Yeah.
in the water.
You have to like jump way early,
Yeah.
because then if you jump really early, you actually keep your forward momentum a bit.
Wouldn't it be faster to kill yourself? Yeah, but then you lose the rifle for San Fierro and stuff. Like,
And
you
the
need,
satchels.
You need to keep the guns, yeah.
Yeah.
Dying here is really bad.
It's alright, he's got the beach, it's fine.
Yeah, there we go. Only about
Getting
4 or 5 minutes down the drain.
Just slide up this hill, it's alright.
Just give me something cool.
Yeah, when I was like playing the game again, like doing runs again, I forget that you don't have infinite sprint.
Yeah.
Because I've like been playing VCS and VC and stuff so much, and True 100% where I have infinite sprint. And then I go playing this normally, and I'm just like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah. CJ! Get running.
Get a move on. Oh man, I really hope Chaos percent doesn't go as bad as this.
That's a huge ask.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna be like at my family's Easter stuff while watching that. I'm gonna have to like either not talk about it or not show I'm watching it or try to explain it.
Yeah, good luck explaining that.
Just launch GTAMarathon on the family team.
Dude, there's a guy at my workplace that like watches my YouTube, and one time he saw that I uploaded Chaos percent stuff, and trying to explain it to him, even though he knows about speedrunning, was still insanely difficult. So I couldn't imagine trying to explain it to like family members.
They still don't. Like, my mum and dad are really cool and supportive, but they don't really quite understand it.
Yeah.
They just like don't understand how I get money.
Yeah. Josh has been doing this for quite a long time. I still don't really know what he does, but he just hits some keys on the computer for a few hours and just generates money.
It's fine. I say like, you know, oh, I'm gonna help this charity event in Sweden. They understand that, and they're just like, oh, Josh is flying around the world doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's totally what's happening. Yeah.
He's the coolest guy ever, dude.
Mom, it doesn't hurt too bad. I love my butt.
So there's only 20 seconds in it now. Hoxi was 6 minutes behind at one point, and now it's 20 seconds. Literally neck over neck right now.
You can stop sandbagging. This is exciting enough now.
Yeah. This is the point where you stop throwing away the lead.
Just making it a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, Faulux is accounting for my brain delay.
Yeah. Hope you don't softlock or something.
Oh god, please don't mention that.
Don't make them deadly. Don't let your teenager ride a bicycle. Be a mother, not a murderer. This is a public service announcement paid for by the Governor's Office of San Andreas in association with Maibatsu Cars of America.
Farewell, my love. Free play coming up.
At Joshimus, will we ever see you do a run like this? Looks cool.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I was like sat here just watching GTAMarathon. This run started. Oh yeah, this meme, let's see what this is like. And then it's like actually good, so I have to sit up and come on Discord.
Actually good.
Well, I don't know, there's other memes like Fat Riot percent.
Nah, they're just stupid for the sake of being stupid. This one actually took months of planning by a bunch of runners and code monkeys to make a route that works. Like, we put a lot of effort into making it.
Oh, I should have submitted it to ESA, oh no.
Submit a category you've never ran to ESA. I'm Joshimus and I can do whatever I want.
Oh yeah. If anything, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I feel like I always get rejected. Because they know me too well.
Yeah. GTA 3 low percent bad ending in the marathon. We unfortunately didn't have time for that. It's a bit too long for the marathon.
Could throw into like an intermission. To be honest, the setup would take longer than the run.
Done the run, yeah. That's why we didn't do Chinatown Wars, because setting up a Giga Race would take longer than the game. Unless Josh is playing and he messes up the only trick in the entire game, like he did at ESA.
I didn't even plan to do that run.
Yeah, cool story.
Someone said it as a joke, and then Fatsky was like, "Oh, that's a good idea. We'll put it as an incentive." And I'm just like, I just enough time to make a safety save.
How do you think I felt, dude? The karaoke incentive was a joke to begin with that I didn't think they were actually taking seriously. Then Julian just sits down at his computer. I'm like, oh no.
Like 2018 winter, I made a joke about watching the lewd cutscenes in Ballad of Gay Tony, and then Morale's like, "Oh, that's a great idea," and I'm just like, "Oh no."
we need to shut our big fat mouths, Josh, don't we? Shut up.
It's like, "Oh, this year, I don't know, I could do like hot coffee, lol."
Everyone's like, okay, exceptional idea.
Just get them banned.
Yeah. I don't understand how 60 FPS would affect the speedruns. Could someone explain? Josh, were you about to do that?
That is what I was about to do, yeah.
Go ahead, Josh.
The game is designed to run at a certain frame rate. I'm gonna say this while everyone can hear me, so I get corrected once and for all, so I stop saying it. The game runs at 30 FPS, however, because of dumb shits, 5 frames are skipped. But if you actually runs at 30, if you play the game at a higher frame rate, like the weird physics things happen, like lots of stuff breaks, you could try it. If you like open up the game, turn the frame limiter off, which is what we use to limit the frame rate, and then if you like climb things, sometimes you randomly die, like cars can't reverse.
Boats are like impossible to function.
Yeah, swimming is really weird. Skydiving is like super fun. I was correct! I got a correct one out there.
Smart guy, John.
Alright, I'm changing my name to correct.
Correctimus.
Correctimus, yeah.
But yes, so the frame... We decided long ago that we were just going to play at 30 frames, so everyone has the same frame. Because there's like... I mean, nowadays we'll probably all hit the maximum of 1,000 anyway. It just makes the game way more predictable for everyone, console players and stuff, so... Yeah. There's always talk about allowing like toggling or like getting those 5 skipped frames back or some other.
We've already talked about this at the marathon, but allowing toggling the frame limiter should absolutely be allowed, and I will never be told otherwise.
Which is funny because
game feature.
It's funny because that's what I originally did until all of the like GTA 3 and Vice City speedrunners were like, "No, Josh, don't do it like that."
It should be allowed in 3 and VC as well, for the exact same reasons.
I mean, you know.
People say, "Oh, pay to win, pay to win." If you can't get like 1,000 FPS in GTA 3 in 2019, you're honestly trolling anyway. So, like, I'm pretty sure my microwave could run GTA 3 at 1,000 FPS.
Your smart fridge.
Yeah,
smart.
Put it on my Apple Watch. You know? Pretty sure any electrical device could do that.
Oh yeah, SA has a maximum frame rate because of the like frame delay stuff. Yeah. How it actually works is just like it waits, it like just hangs for a certain amount of time every some amount of frames or something. So there's a maximum frame rate because at some point it doesn't matter how fast all the other frames are because it has to hang for 5. Which is why the game looks like so jerky and shit at all times.
Yeah, as Adam mentioned, a lot of people did that like back with all the rules were in place. They would just play with the frame limiter off because it makes sense. Like, why would you limit yourself to play at low frame rates for like almost no reason? But yeah, even if you get past the fact that your game just like crashes and hangs on the loading screens, because you can actually load like the assets in too fast, and you'll just get stuck because the game like doesn't expect you to load things in so quickly. Even if you get past that, sometimes you'll just like drop dead because of the physics, and it's more of a hindrance than anything. But if you're allowed to toggle it, and you could figure out when you would die, then it would, in theory, like save time.
I mean,
I don't think the rule will ever be like allowed now. Like, we've come too far now to change.
Yeah, but the thing is, at the time, we weren't as super knowledgeable as the game as we were.
Yeah, exactly.
It was way easier to just say, "Oh, just make the shorter frame limits on." I don't mean to be like, "Oh, I was right."
Uncapped frame rate is epic in 2D games because they just go super fast. They just speed up.
Anyway, we can stop stalling commentary-wise. They're actually at San Fierro. Does stuff happen now?
Yeah. Have you never seen San? You've never
seen any of this.
Probably, San Fierro is ridiculous. You skip the entire second half of it.
All right then. I'm going back to Student US.
Student US, yeah.
Change your name.
So the first couple of missions you have to do normally. There are still strats, like for example on 555 there'll be some like gaining control in cutscenes and setting up for later glitches. But you can't dupe them because you have to unlock like the other chains. But as soon as you unlock all of the chains that you need in order to get back, and you get to like Jizzy skip and stuff, then essentially we're just gonna mass dupe T-Bone Mendez and skip all of San Fierro. You go all the way from T-Bone Mendez after Jizzy skip right to Torinos last flight.
Jesus.
So that skips how many missions? 9, I think?
It's something like that, yeah.
It's
no
insane.
outlier, no snail trail. Yes!
Yeah, no snail trail. If you ever wanted a reason to run this category, no snail trail.
I think it skips 10.
10. Let's have a
Looking
look
at the chains.
Yeah, chain. Let me see.
1. Oh, you go to Torinos last flight. Oh yeah, it skips 9 then, yeah.
9, sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, I was counting.
So you skip, Snail Trail, Mike Torino, Outrider, Ice Cold Killer, Pier 69, Mountain Cloud Boys, Ranfali, Lure, Amphibious Assault, the Denang Flank. So that's 10, actually.
Woozy missions get skipped because you do Torino stuff.
Oh yeah, no, you're right, yeah. So in total in San Fierro, you skip 10 across 2 different dupes.
You say Snail Trail in your list?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's in a different chain, isn't it?
Yeah, Snail Trail is in the 555 chain, but you can just skip that whole thing anyway.
I guess it's because... Actually, no way. It's not because of the radar icon. Maybe it is, man. What the
if it's the crash icon, I think. But I don't think they actually use that, do they?
What happened?
No, eventually, after you get to a point, here, Josh, you'll just have no icons whatsoever. Like, Torino's last flight doesn't have a marker on the map or any kind of indication. It's like if you didn't know where the mission started, you would never start it. Because
wait, you reached the max?
Yeah, you
reached the max like halfway through.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But obviously, doing it like without markers, the only thing that's difficult in this game to do without markers is homecoming. Because the drug dealers, obviously they don't have markers.
No, it's...
So you just need to like find them on Grove
It's not
Street.
really hard, you can just time the spawn and drug dealer spawn and like fixed spawns.
If you're a grind monkey, it's nice and easy. But when I do it, and I have to figure out where these guys are, it's tricky.
Well, when you know how this game works. The hardest mission is St. Mark Bistro, because there is no marker for the where you fly, and it's just an ocean.
Yeah, but
easy.
Thankfully,
It's
what
like...
you can do for that is based on your altitude. You know, when you're flying, as soon as you go up to a point where it goes into like the 2nd level of altitude, that's the correct height. So you just fly at that height, and eventually you hit the trigger. That's what I do. That was my reference, and it always worked.
Yeah, that's what I do 90%. Why would you bundle look and marker when you have the altimeter?
Exactly, yeah.
But there is no altimeter difference.
What?
It doesn't matter which high you like, go.
Doesn't matter. If you're too high, you can't trigger the marker.
Yeah, you can miss it.
I guess because
it's very like lenient, but it is possible to miss it.
Well, I fly like really low every time, so I don't know about really high.
I think low you're fine, but high it's kind of more strict, if that makes sense. Like it's a lot easier to fly over it than it is to fly under it.
To fly under it, you need to like
a reference,
hit the water, like something like that.
Yeah, you would have to probably die from going that low. Yeah, 555, the difference here is you do fast 555, which is done in 8% anyway, to get the DA to spawn. You can manipulate where he spawns. But the other difference is that during the cutscene, Faulux is going to gain control and steal a police car. Not only does that guarantee you a nice fast car for the drive back, but he's also going to use that later on for 0 star.
Yeah. This cop is like 200 IQ. He knew I was going to steal that car, and he just swerved right next to me so I can get a 1 level.
Getting a wanted level on 555 is Monka W.
Why did your valet stop there, Balboard?
I blocked him.
Oh,
I think. Whoa! Did you see that? Did you fucking see that?
Goodness me. I think every single SA run we've had so far, we've had a kamikaze plane just throw themselves.
That happened to me the other day when I was playing.
Yeah, right after we tip.
What the fuck?
Classic SA.
Yeah, they just crash into that spike building.
You should have pushed the plane into the police garage.
Oh yeah.
Student Hydra XD.
And use it for something later on.
I don't know what.
I don't know what.
Do you unlock the bridges? You could use it instead of a boat.
Yeah.
You don't unlock the bridges.
Yeah, there you go then.
You do, we just skip.
Yeah, of course.
You still have to do like hijack bridge the same. But thankfully, another reason why this category is absolutely fantastic is you have to save before hijack.
Yeah, if you fail hijack, it's not
You
rerun,
can
it's
just load
just...
the save, it loses like 20 seconds instead of like 3 minutes.
Not 20 seconds.
It's like 1.5 minutes time loss if you fail hijack here.
Well, it might be for you slow boys. Yeah, so you can go for first bridge and never have to worry about it. So you'll see here when he goes into the second marker, he's going to get the police car. It is actually possible to softlock if you...
Don't know what you're doing.
If you're too far away too quick.
Yeah.
If you drive away too quick.
What's going on here?
Then you can softlock because it's still waiting for the police car to be inside the cutscene.
Hello? It's we tip. I seen
Some cop chase.
suspicious you should come check out.
Answered the 0 phone call, which is needed anyway.
So as you can see here, he's stealing the police car mid cutscene, and he can use that for 0 star later on. You don't have to try and get a cop bike at the garage.
If I drive off too quickly, it's gonna soft lock.
Yep.
Yeah, after this line I can just drive off as far as possible, because this mission has the spawn zone. Yeah, I
You
got
can
it.
see the guy the DA just despawns the second they knock him off the car because the car doesn't exist. Well, it does exist, but he's using it.
If I was too close to the mission, I guess my cop car would have despawned.
Yeah.
It's a shame you can't just drive all the way because that'd be
Ben, you want to explain what's next coming on?
Oh yeah, so this is a deconstruction partial skip. So if you dupe this mission 3 times and skip the cutscene at a certain point, or dupe it 3 times, you start it 3 times. I'm making my own mistake here. You start deconstruction 3 times, because again, this is like at the end of a chain, so it doesn't matter if you skip. You won't skip anything. And then skip the cutscene at a certain time. It skips you having to blow up the portables.
First try, man. Impossible. Where's my phone call?
Damn it,
that was my chance to catch up.
Yeah. So now you just go straight to the foreman, throw the satchels on like you would, and that's mission passed.
Huh.
Another side effect is because you've started the mission so many times. The spinny thing on the back of the cement mixer, I guess it is like the actual cement mixer.
The spinny thing.
The spinny thing, it spins much faster, so the cutscene plays a lot quicker. Because obviously it's like spinning to put the concrete out. And as you can see there, it just fills up much quicker and you can just drive off.
Okay, hold up. I have to correct you here.
Go on.
The rate at which the spinny thing spins surely has absolutely nothing to do with like how fast the concrete goes up. What's happening is the script is running 3 times, so everything goes 3 times as fast. Surely.
Josh, until you can prove that comment, I would appreciate it if you don't interrupt me. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
But regardless, that is like a much quicker way to complete deconstruction.
Okay, second try good enough.
But it's quite tricky to set up.
Yeah, PowerNet says thanks, yeah.
Shut up, PowerNet. Shut up.
Also, it's called a mixer.
A mixer. A spinny thing. So, unfortunately, another mission you can't skip is a photo opportunity. One of the...
One who tried to make sense of it makes sense. Thanks, Kyle.
This is probably the mission that I wish you could skip, but there's no way to do it, unfortunately, because photo opportunity is such a shit mission.
Why did we have to get front page with such a confusing category?
That's like this is the best showcase of SA. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, definitely. But the fucking
hugely popular game
because and, like pedantic people wanted the name of the category to be this instead of any % cool shit or something.
imagine that on a layout category.
Dude, I offered to just call this better any %, because that's what it is to me.
Yeah, some communities have better stuff than that.
And it's always just the meme categories, like, it's no one would take it seriously, but yeah, one that.
Yeah, the name was cooler with the WOP.
It still is that on the leaderboard.
Oh, it just doesn't fit on the layout.
Yeah, it just doesn't, exactly. I think it didn't work because of Markdown on the schedule, and the layouts are based just on the schedule.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because of the brackets.
Yeah. We had to make an entirely different column on the schedule to remove Markdown because of all the underscores in everyone's names that broke everything. It would just put everyone's name in italics and remove the underscore. So even if it did fit, then we still wouldn't be able to do it because of just the way. There's no way to like stop Hararo using Markdown that I could find. So anyone who has an underscore in their name, you have to like write it as plain text instead by adding a backslash. But then the backslash causes problems as well, and it's just
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there no breakout? But yeah.
Exactly, yeah, it's just a huge cluster.
Even then, like Horaro is a godsend, to be honest.
Yeah, it is, honestly.
Yeah, it's been around for ages as well. Like, I remember all, like, ESA 13 and stuff being in that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, Kabukiman made it, right? And he's a big boomer.
Yeah.
There it is, Holmes.
Works on speedrun.com now.
Right, you sherm head.
I don't know if he still does maintenance on it, or if he just does...
I don't think he does.
I don't know if he actively works on it anymore.
Just still credited, I guess.
Yeah, still credited, because I think he made, like, the API and stuff.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, he has.
This guy take himself real
And that hasn't been updated in forever.
Mendez.
Yeah. Oh no, he's still a server admin, so there you go.
Hey, who's the gringo? I don't like the look of that guy. This more than a few thugs push a product.
ESA 13 PogChamp. I didn't realize we already had 13 of them. Why did that make me laugh? That's not funny. That was pretty funny. Good job, AMVX. You made me laugh.
How many people even know who AMVX is?
Are they notable for something? Do I sound like an asshole now for not?
You don't know who AMVX is?
I mean, I recognize the name, but I don't know where from.
Oh, wow.
Just from the community, right? Come on, Josh, don't leave me hanging, dude.
He's the Australian guy, the audio
The Australian guy.
the television audio technician crazy guy. He attended like a bunch of really old ESAs and stuff.
Oh,
You know Josh with it.
Yeah.
It's his sunglasses I'm wearing.
Oh, there you go. Big zoomer, yeah, that's me, big zoomer.
Yeah, he took the picture and everything.
He made music video expert.
I remember him. I'm still on it. Hanging on.
Boomer remembering boomer things. Imagine my shock. Yeah, so now this awful mission is finally over. It's time for Jizzy Skip. Josh, you know how to do Jizzy Skip. This is like the one thing you can explain.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, real quick, Josh. Yesterday, in Ham's commentary, he explained. Do you remember when I told you that I never warped out of the car?
Yeah.
You know, like when you pull up with Katie, like before like the milkshake place or whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone warps out the car, and I said, why do people do that? It doesn't make any sense. The reason why you do it is because that allows Katie to come with you, and then you shoot her to cancel the date. Whereas in this category, you don't need to do that because you just kill yourself.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, you just death warp twice to go straight back to T-Bone. So that's why I never needed to do it, because you don't do it in this category. There's no need.
Right, okay.
So there you go.
If Katie warps with you if like enter the marker when she's exiting a beat.
Yeah, and then you can just shoot her to cancel the date. So anyway, Josh, continue.
Yes, I shall explain Jizzy Skip.
Yes.
So Faulux has he's dated Katie by using the caddy.
Not dated, just added her as girlfriend.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Got her as a girlfriend using the caddy to get enough sex appeal and the haircut. Now, so he has Katie as a girlfriend. When he dies, he'll keep his weapons, but that's not important. What's more important is he'll teleport to her house. So he's gonna dupe this cutscene here at once, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna change the time of day, and then he's gonna dupe this cutscene. Now, normally you don't do this, because if you dupe that cutscene, only one of the cutscenes actually ends, the other one just hangs and sits there forever, and then the game will crash if you like try to start another mission or anything. But because he dated Katie, what he's gonna do, he's gonna kill himself, and then he's gonna watch a replay a whole bunch to get a sexy car. Here we go, Buffalo.
Nice.
And then you can date Katie, and if you take her on a date and go watch the milkshake cutscene, I don't think it's specifically that cutscene, like any cutscene would probably do it.
It's just the closest one.
Date cutscene. Yeah. Any of them. You can date Denise if you want to. It also works.
Yeah, so you watch this cutscene for a few seconds, and then that unsticks the other Jizzy cutscene that got stuck earlier. So, you know, he was in like a milkshake place, and then all of a sudden he teleports to the garage and it says mission passed. Like, you know, dating the girl isn't a mission. So,
whoa.
yeah.
That skips Jizzy.
Yeah,
so as you see there, Josh, like, you don't need to worry about bailing out, you can just...
Yeah, okay.
Imagine getting FCR for mission where you get FCR.
Where you make the FCR replay, yeah. Huge.
Well...
Yeah, so that skips Jizzy, which is like a really long mission that saves like 3 minutes, I think. It's more in this category because obviously you don't need to set it up. Usually you'd have to set up 2 on mission 0 phone calls.
It's quite a long mission.
Yeah, so I think it saves like 4 minutes in this category, which is huge. And then it's time to dupe T-Bone Mendez. So you start this 5 times.
Oh jeez.
That's 4 in the cutscenes. So that's the 5th one there. And then it's exactly the same as any percent, just with 5 instances running, but there's no difference between 2 and 5. And then once you complete this will skip you all the way to Torinos' last flight. It skips both of the extra chains.
Yeah.
So you not only skip the Woozy chain, but you also skip, I can't remember the name of the chain, but it's the one with Outrider and all that shit on.
Syndicate threat, I think.
Yeah, it's Syndicate, I think. So once you've completed T-Bone, then you just go and start Torinos' last flight, dupe that, and then that's San Fierro done in like 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. So it's like over twice as fast as in any percent. Gotta make sure to not miss these shots. How anyone ever misses these shots is beyond me. They're not difficult, but I see so many 80% runners fail them.
Sometimes you can spook the third guy by shooting too close to him, so you take two shots and you have to chase third guy because you triggered cutscene.
It's not really you're aiming.
Yeah, it's positioning.
Yeah.
On the hill.
Oh,
that matters.
That also mentions something I forgot to add. You could dupe and start 7 instances of T-Bone Mendez to skip all the way through, and even skip Torinos' last flight. But it's not faster because you'll have no weapons for the rest of the game. Like, this gives you a rocket and an AK instead.
The reason I'm doing Torinos last fight because it gives you a lot of AK and rocket ammo, and it's faster
it's
than.
Useful for what's it called, 0-star glitch. Later on.
It's faster than getting it somewhere else.
Save a shitload of time. There was one route where we grabbed a minigun instead for LV, but it is not fast. It's 200 rounds. 200 rounds on a minigun is pretty speedy for LV, but you have to be so conservative and make every shot count. It's very difficult. Like, it could be faster, but I've tried to do it, and yeah, it is insanely hard to do optimally. So maybe when people start grinding this category eventually, they'll start doing that, but right now it's not worth it.
Where did you get the minigun from?
You just grab it in the LV. There's like a multiple story car park, and you just grab it. I think
after Misappropriation.
You just grab it. Yeah, it's before Misappropriation.
Did you ever see me grabbing the minigun that's in San Fierro on top of the bridge without a jetpack?
You cannot access that.
Yeah, but good luck getting that.
You cannot access that if you didn't unlock Las Venturas, I think. Because there's invisible wall or something.
Yeah, okay, that's well.
Hold on, bro.
By the way, I saved Sanchez earlier. I'm gonna use that for this mission. Answering another phone call here in cutscene, just like 9%.
Yeah, I hope I didn't do something dumb and not do the mission like enough. The big yikes.
This shot on the heli always scares me.
Yeah.
Like I way preferred the what would be considered the backup spot. Like just like that way more. But the problem is I learned this with a homing rocket because that was the route back then. I never got used to shooting that helicopter with a regular rocket.
Oh, Faulux didn't pull a Joshimus and choke this like he did a Quickcade.
Oh, come on.
Woo! Just in time to make that joke.
I missed that shot like once in practice. That was awful. Don't remember missing that shot in 90%. Oh.
I still don't even have a reference for that shot. I just wing it every time and I've never missed.
God gamer.
Eben is just that good.
I feel like if I got a reference, I would mess it up, you know, like I'm just committed at this point and it's fine.
I don't know exactly where you're supposed to aim, but I know it's supposed to be like as soon as the helicopter does an abrupt turn to the right.
Yeah, people use the side of the rocket, like, you know, like the reticle. People use that as well as like a reference, like one thing gets to a certain point of that, but there's a lot of different references. I don't use any of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere near that precise, like whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not even like 2 hours into the run and we are already doing the desert? I don't know.
But desert is pretty similar to...
Yeah.
Any percent, you still do hijack dupe, as I mentioned. The only difference is that after Monster, you're still going to have 4 stars. So Faulux is going to save the game, and when you save the game, you don't get the 4-star wanted level for like about half a second. So he's going to save and then immediately pause buffer until he gets the call for hijack. And that will allow him to not have to like lose his wanted level and come back.
Damn.
And then that also gives you a save just before hijack, so you can not lose as much time if you fail it.
I'm gonna save
And
after answering
the
call,
only other
I
difference is you
think.
skip interdiction, and then you just do Verdant Meadows normal, you don't do it in this. And then it's time for, after flight school, it'll be time for the best skip in the game.
Oh boy.
And probably the biggest skip in the game, it probably saves the most time. It's the easiest skip, and it saves the most time.
I'm trying to figure what it could be. Like, don't tell me.
If you haven't watched the runs, then you would never guess.
Okay.
So, if you somehow figure it out without, like, cheating, I would be very impressed.
So what did you say was the last mission you did?
It's after flight school.
So you only have...
You don't do Verdant Meadows. Josh brainstorm right now.
Just thinking.
Do you
Oh
just
my
like...
God.
Do you just like dupe learning to fly a whole bunch or something?
No.
No, because that would only get you to green goo.
Yeah. And
Only,
flight school dupe is AIDS.
So you just dupe...
That's like the worst dupe in the game.
So you must just dupe fender ketchup a whole bunch.
Nope.
No, that crashes the game.
Crashes the game.
Is undergoing a complete
What the fuck else is there?
revolution.
Wait and see, Josh.
I'm so confused.
In the meantime, Torek subbed. Thank you, sir. Welcome back.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Hey, that's my line.
Say the line, say the line.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, hey, thanks.
There we go.
He's got magic in his hands, that man Johnny Gill, just like me, baby.
Hammocks. To Mongoloid.
God. NOE? The headers.
Always one dickhead who ruins it. Enjoy the perm.
I'll keep waiting. I won't.
It will be in like 10 to 15 minutes from now on.
If you hadn't said anything, I wouldn't even seen it as well.
Question to the runners: what mission do you dislike most in this category? Hoxi, go.
Yes. So Duping, and let's do a coin flip.
I'd say photo opportunity.
Yeah,
That's the correct answer. Smokey the Bear just subbed with Twitch Prime. Thank you, sir. Welcome.
I dislike
Enjoy
Badlands.
Or even
because
a how many
like-
kills maybe.
Oh yeah, that's also great.
YOLO fence isn't YOLO when you have the frame limiter turned on, Adam.
Yeah, that's only the boomer days when that was actually difficult.
With a frame limiter off, the fence would send you flying.
It's insane the amount of people that Storm like genuinely ask for that, even though they're not aware that it doesn't make a difference and hasn't for years.
It's
That
just like
guy
someone says it, and then
parked
everyone's like,
on,
"Oh, YOLO fence. That sounds cool." Damn, this is a really precise pause buffer you have to do.
Yeah.
Try to get enough time for the phone call.
Yeah, it doesn't always work. You can just get cycled.
Yeah, it's cycle based. I got it.
Who the fuck is this?
Nice. So yeah, that's how you get a phone call without
I think
ever
I'm gonna
technically
save.
losing your wanted level.
Just because hijack. Don't shoot me.
And this race is only close because Faulux was sandbagging.
Well, you sandbagged to start with. You soft-locked yourself out of the game in the first three. If that's not sandbagging, I don't know what is.
Well, that's the saving negative IQ.
Oh yeah, I hate this mission, by the way.
Oh yeah, hijack.
Hijack. Oh, fun.
Patrick is asking if pause buffering even helps.
It
It's a
helps.
pause
You can get phone calls without pause buffering. Yes,
I was never able to do it without pause buffering.
but it just helps.
Get to see how this bridge thing works though.
Have you never seen this?
No.
Wow, what a boomer.
I mean, I have like for true 100%, but that's not really the same.
This first bit is easy, like the lineup is just go as close as possible to the bridge and then just hold W. But this second bit is where it gets difficult. You can do it backwards, which is actually easier. I think that's what Faulux is gonna do. But yeah, there's like a huge invisible wall there, but you can just back up onto the side of it like that.
So first part is actually more difficult than second one in my case.
Yeah, you made that look way easier. I struggle with the second half a lot more.
Oh no, Hoxi.
What's this happened?
What's he getting Merkel, man?
Hey, why didn't I answer that?
Well then, did you not save?
Oh my god, the sculpture.
Yeah, did you not save, Hoxi?
No, I tried to save, but the save marker disappeared when I picked it up.
Oh, you got the A call then.
Oh yeah,
That's why I saved in
Oh.
Badlands like bunch of times. Just to prevent that from happening.
Wait, yeah, Hoxi, you didn't do the strat to avoid it.
I told him, I think. I don't know why he didn't do it.
There's a reason you save a bunch in Badlands to skip that.
I mean, the only thing you told me is save a bunch. Well, not exactly specific.
Well, yeah, you know how the yay call works, right? They ring you at certain times of certain days, so you just skip that day.
Yeah.
Expecting me to know how
So you
this
never
game
call.
works? Omega lol.
Main game, by the way. Grind monkey.
Well, you don't really need save markers anyway in this category. You don't do like minigun glitch.
It's like the only place you actually really need.
How many heals can screw you up? Because yeah, the only place I saved before, I guess.
Yeah, partner, but I do not know where they are.
Oh,
I'm doing that.
You should have just got a wanted star and then jumped in the water. You could have taken a police boat.
That's too big.
What's going on?
You're gonna get 4 stars anyway.
Yeah,
He's
but
doing his
I'm
best
not
Josh impression and swimming all the way across the map, like he used to do.
Shut up. It was a good strat.
K9 told me to do it. K9 told me to do it.
I mean, yeah.
So after hijack, you still need to set up 0 star. It's exactly the same as in any percent. The only difference is you don't need to carry a call through, so it's a lot easier to set
I'm
up.
gonna do the thing with. Okay, I'm gonna save
Do
actually.
the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. Just get 2 stars here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On mission 0 Vigilante. Everybody knows how a 0 star glitch works, right?
Yes, it's very simple.
Yeah, it's really fucking simple.
But to those who don't know how it works, Josh.
Oh, okay. So because they haven't unlocked Las Venturas properly, because they skipped the mission that unlocks Las Venturas, like unlocks the island. They've unlocked missions on it, obviously, but not the actual island. Because of that, they have 4 stars all the time when they're on their island, and they need to not have 4 stars for 1 speed and 2 phone calls. So in order to get around that, Faulux is going to do a glitch where he gets stuck in, well, he's going to take a plane here while also doing Vigilante. He's going to get in the plane, and then as soon as the Vigilante's about to end, he's going to teleport, like, with the plane to Los Santos. When Vigilante ends, it gives you control back over CJ and unlocks the camera. So what, he'll like break out of the cutscene essentially, but the cutscene will still be happening in the background. And then if he like jumps out and blows up the plane like is happening now, this cutscene is programmed to end when the plane reaches the end of the runway. But if you blow up the plane, it never reaches the end of the runway. So this cutscene essentially never ends. And a property of this cutscene, I don't think all, but this cutscene, is this cutscene constantly removes your wanted stars like every frame. So now essentially he's like locked to 0 stars. The only way this can go wrong is if he dies, because he'll lose it, which makes Las Venturas really hard.
Loads of save.
Yeah, loads of save as well. And if another vehicle with the same internal ID as the plane spawns,
which is very rare.
Very rare because there's lots of internal IDs possible. But if one with the same ID as the plane spawns, the game will be like, "Oh, the plane's there now," and like teleport you to the nearest airport and cancel the glitch. So if the game suddenly fades out and he teleports to the airport, you know why.
Yeah,
I don't think it's every other frame. I don't think it's every other frame. I think what happens is like the check to remove the wanted stars happens before you get the 4 wanted stars. So you like get them for 1 frame, essentially. Almost correct. That'll do. I'll take it. Yeah.
So I've seen the ID thing happen to 2 people ever in years. So
it happens to me once. Happened like long time ago.
It happened to me once.
The funniest thing is the only other time I saw it, I don't remember who it was. It wasn't either of you two. But so the smart boy move is to remove the 0-star glitch as soon as you are able to. So once you beat St. Mark's Bistro, you don't need the 0-star glitch anymore. But then what this person did was they didn't save and load to get rid of it, so they didn't need the 0-star glitch anymore, kept it anyway, and then got teleported on a home in the hills.
Yeah.
So they lost their run, and all they could have done was save and loaded to not get it.
Yeah, you want to like remove it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
In this category we kill ourselves anyway after St. Mark Bistro, so we kill 0-star glitch.
Yeah.
So doesn't matter really much.
How do these guys figure out such specific exploits? Lots of trial and error, lots of code reading, lots of time.
Yeah, these strats have been produced over years. Like, they don't just get found overnight.
Yeah.
Nice trailer launch.
Nice. But yeah, like going from like no knowledge of speedruns to this game to suddenly watching like the most glitched category possible is obviously like a bit of a mind blow. But yeah, we didn't go from like 0 to 11 all of a sudden. This is like a long period of time got here. But how does the trailer fit in the garage? You can't possibly just turn left inside the garage.
Yeah, this is like almost 5 years worth of development since all this kind of stuff was found.
Well, I mean, Cannibal K9 did stuff. And the guy before him.
No, I mean in terms of like duping being found and stuff. It was like
okay.
2015. In terms of like the actual in-depth, super technical stuff. So yeah, now we've got Flight School, which is just like 5 minutes plus of nothing. You can actually dupe Flight School, but there's no reason to do it in this category, thank God. Because duping Flight School is so awful. Hate used to have to do that in the old any percent route. It sucked.
You know what someone needs to do? Someone needs to like load up a custom version of the map that has that garage, like all the doors open. Get a truck and prove that you can just drive in it. Because I'm pretty sure there's enough room if you know what the interior looks like.
Yeah, I know.
You can get this garage open if you somehow fail wear flowers in your hair at the end when garage door is open.
Alright,
there is a way.
I'm sitting up.
But it's like there's no like textures inside.
Oh, is it just empty? Oh.
Yeah, it's grey, but you can walk here.
Oh, well that's fine. If you walk
Yeah,
and drive,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
all I need.
yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah. Make your notes, Josh.
Did we just beat the recce from yesterday? Oh shit, we might have done. What was the recce? Let me check.
Featuring our world-famous bacon trough.
Should be analytics.
This kind of fun should be illegal.
Fat finger. Yeah, it was 12.1k yesterday, so this is the all-time viewership record being broken again 3 days in a row.
Woo!
That is incredible.
Hooray for San Andreas.
Hooray for Techno Man, who just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Enjoy your emotes, good sir. Thank you.
There's 12k people here. How many people have Twitch Prime? Come on, cough it up.
Yeah, come on. You know we're almost up to another emote slot that we've unlocked, Josh, and we still haven't filled the other ones.
I'm still missing one myself as well. We need someone who makes emotes in the community. That's what we need.
Yeah, we don't have many graphics guys. We should really employ them.
It's almost like people that like speedruns are all programmers and not artists. Funny how that works.
High level bingo play. Real shit.
The Twitch Prime copy pasta. So when does the cool biggest skip in the game start?
After parachuting.
Hello. You're in time to explain the cool thing.
Oh, perfect. It won't take very long.
I'm very interested in how the hell that works. Wait, actually, let me have a look at the... Oh, I was close with my learning to fly dude again.
Do you just spoil it for yourself?
What? No.
You're looking at
I know, like, because Hammers said earlier.
Oh yeah, that little asshole. People wonder why Polish people get mad credibility. It gets like carrot.
Wow, alright, calm down.
I hate carrots. I hate it.
95, come on. What the hell?
He is the worst.
I guess I'm not getting Hunter then.
Why would you take the Hunter?
Why not?
Used to in any percent.
Vigilante. Real shit.
Vigilante cancel cutscene at casino.
Yeah, cancel the cutscene.
Cancel the cutscene.
Nice copy.
Using a taxi.
And use it for explosive situation and for next mission if you don't do yes. Dupe. Real shit. Instead of going all the way to Maverick. What the hell?
Look at the chat, Ben.
Yeah, it's a classic copy and paste from Rockstream.
Oh, you can fail. You can fail
Oh,
by going too far away from the car. Who knew?
Oh, emo only.
Emo only mode, Charlie. You little wet flannel. Yeah, the spam GTA Poggins instead.
to be fair, for as many viewers as we have, this chat is pretty tame.
Yeah,
Don't even have sub-only mode or anything.
exactly. Dude, sub-only mode, that's sell out. Huge.
Oh yeah, perfect.
How do you turn emote only off?
Emote only off.
Nice.
Literally the comment.
It's saying trying to turn it on. This room is already in emote only mode.
So it's coming up.
There you go.
Okay. All right. What's
Alright, so
happening?
just in time for the biggest skip. You ready, Josh? This is absolutely huge. Okay.
I'm watching.
So he's gonna start NOE, and he's gonna start it again, and he's gonna start it again, and he's gonna start it again. All right. That passes NOE and all of the other desert missions in the game. That's it.
Which mean all the other desert missions.
All the other desert missions, all the airstrip missions.
Also,
Done.
there's 4 planes inside of each other. And
Okay.
if you don't know how to get one of those planes inside of each other, you can just kill yourself.
Okay, but like, why does passing green do?
Duping NOE like advances the mission state.
Yeah, it does a partial skip for each checkpoint, or however it works. And then so if you do it 4 times, it lines up with not only skipping all the other missions, but just passing NOE instantly.
Okay, but like, why does that skip everything?
Because you dupe and pass NOE?
No, but like, why does passing 4 airfield missions?
Because they're on the same chain.
Like, okay, I understand that you pass 4 airfield missions. I understand how you pass the mission.
That
Why
is the
forcing
strat.
4... Okay, but so you don't. I thought you skipped all of Las Venturas.
No.
No, just skip the last
that's
one.
why
I
I was
said
really
the desert
confused.
missions.
Oh, yeah, I would have figured that out if I knew it wasn't all of Las Venturas. Okay.
Wait,
No,
You would have
I'll
figured
just
it out
say
anyway,
I'm
because
not
Kamix
friend.
fucking spoiled it.
Well, no, I would have. My first guess was Duping learning to fly. I was pretty fucking close.
No, you weren't.
That's like 1 mission off.
No, you
Nice.
weren't.
Ah. Okay, well that's not. I mean, it's a pretty cool skip still, but when your expectations are skipping all of Las Venturas, it's not.
Well, I don't know why you had that expectation. Nobody said that.
I don't know why I thought that. Oh, well, ruined.
Weird champ, Joshua. Weird champ.
Hey, who the fuck? Who are you? One-timey, huh? You got any idea that pea-brain head of yours?
5 times Verdant Meadows.
Yeah.
Oh
Good luck
my
doing
god.
that.
Yeah. It's almost impossible to dupe it in cutscene. The max consistent I've gotten is like 4 times, I think. So I still had to do like a dupe flying school or do Black Project dupe.
It's funny how you mentioned, Josh, as well about duping Fender Ketchup. Because if there was a way to dupe Fender Ketchup without the game crashing at the end, like you can dupe it, but then as soon as you pass the mission, the game just crashes.
Huh.
If you were able to do it, you could dupe and skip like explosive situation, chips, what else? Intensive care.
Don
as
Peyote.
well. Don Peyote, yeah. Like you could skip a bunch more missions, but nobody's ever figured out a way to.
Okay, should I do
Don't
yes
make the
dupe
game
right
crash.
now?
Yeah, do you
I'm
do
not
yes
sure.
dupe like?
Yeah, you do
multiple
yes
times?
dupe, yeah.
Only
You only dupe it once to skip chips.
Oh.
because explosive situation 3 times is kinda inconsistent, but I guess it could
Yeah.
work, but
It's not kind of inconsistent, it is extremely inconsistent. Like, explosive situation duping once is already inconsistent. Doing it
Yeah.
twice is ridiculously, like, it's just not worth it. Like, you'd have to get so insanely lucky to save time.
I'm going for it.
Oh boy.
How to throw away your lead 101 90% of the time with Faulux.
Let's go, 4 fails in a row, like even.
Yep, my PB fails explosive situation dupe 4 times. And I still PB'd.
If I fail it
Okay, that's
once, I'm gonna do chips anyway. Because the markers. Okay.
Oh, it's like a good dupe to me.
You can post your pox in the chat right now.
Oh, people are too busy doing
Yeah.
English Ben copy paste. There's so many about me, man. There's so many. I don't think any other runner has that as many copy and paste as I do.
I can't think of any I have.
Yeah.
There was one a really long time ago, like it was a fanfic of me and Adam AK.
That one in particular isn't like about me, it's just been replaced with my name. But the one before was like actually written towards me in Rock's chat, like unironically, and then people just turned it into a copy pasta. The same with like the Hungarian TV show, that was the same at GTAMarathon last year. That one happened.
Always got first try. Can't wait to get a fifth try. It's gonna be great.
You have a separate file on your desktop for that copy
There's
paste.
already no blue markers. So there should be a blue marker on this.
Yeah, markers are long lost at this point.
Yeah. Nice. Not nice.
Sick jump off the roof for the phone call.
I was about to say, Josh, do you know about like Heliolus LV, but you will have done it in D-Rust, right?
Yeah, no, I know about it.
Yeah, Patrick, I tried it. It just didn't work for me.
Yeah, that's exactly the problem, Patrick. Even if you get it, the pickup truck has no collision. We all did a bunch of testing for stuff like that, so
Cop
if you can
chase,
find a way to like get it
perennial.
unstuck, but
What about 4 times?
well, 4 times with skip intensive care, which you need to unlock chains.
Yeah, it's soft lock.
Like 5 times.
Yeah. 4 and above, not possible.
You just do it so many times that you like overflow the counter.
256.
Is it really just a bite?
I don't know, dude. You play this game.
Oh yeah, I know what all the variable types are. Yeah, of course.
If eBen mocks your country, just laugh at his for banning porn. Yeah, that's a good point. The UK is banning pornography soon. You'll have to like send in the ID to prove that you're of age to the government.
To the porn company.
Yeah.
You know, Korea already does this for like everything, right? And it works
Fortunately, I don't watch pornography because I am not a sinner. God is always watching. Play video games instead.
Yes.
What about when there's porn in video games?
Best of both worlds, dude. Can't play VC anymore because of the pole position club. Need to prove that I'm over the age of 18 to play it. So yeah, Faulux, it is where you play from Badlands to get a Sultan. The Sultan, which is driving right now, is the fastest 4-door car, which is really beneficial for this mission because you need to pick up Paul and Mako, so a 2-door won't suffice.
I'm trying really hard to think of a faster 4-door car.
Go ahead, because there isn't one.
Faster is a subjective term.
Oh, go on then, Josh.
Handles better.
Subjectively prove me wrong, you won't.
Okay, I can think of a 4-door car that handles better. Maybe there's one that reverses faster.
Oh, yes. Yes. Let me just drive the whole thing in reverse to test.
Sultan has the best handling for me anyway. Which is the best car in the game.
Yeah, Hoxi failed, yes, dude. Unlucky.
Oh, rip.
Well,
this is done.
Can Faulux fuck up at this point? Of course he can, yeah.
Because
LV
San
and
Faulux-
RTLS are quite difficult.
if he dies once, like that's pretty...
Yeah, you'd start to reset up 0-star. Yeah, there's still like misappropriation dupe, which is really easy to mess up. Fish in a barrel dupe, technically
No, it's easy in this category.
Fishing a barrel dupe is easy, but if you mess it up, it's 5 minutes down the drain. So.
How can you mess it up?
Well,
Walk
people
out of
lost
the
on
marker or
28%
something?
Lots of times.
I
So
never
ask them.
fucked it up.
I've never fucked it up either. But
Like, I don't know.
It's always important person.
yeah,
Just walk in the marker and press the button.
forehead. just press the buttons in the exact sequence that will make them succeed.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Also, because of exposed situation dupe, we get basically no traffic on road, it's just not much traffic for the rest of the game until we reload the save. It's pretty convenient in any category.
Run like fuck. Everybody in the car.
Today, we marched on from Fort Strother after sun.
Seems you boys had a good time.
Kill me now.
We'll just have to play them ladies of civilization.
I guess I'm doing fucking chips.
Yeah, you will get you run out of the markers.
Yeah, the issue is with the explosive situation in this route is that you can, in theory, keep duping it until you get it, like, unless you fail. But then you'll get to a point where you will lose markers in RTLS way earlier, and it makes the run, like, almost uncompletable. So, I risked it in my PB, because obviously it's, like, a PB attempt, so, like, I just keep going until I get it, and if I lose markers during RTLS, then I'll just, you know, just run over. But in, like, a no reset, it's like, if you fail it twice, then just do chips.
Also, if you fail it like 4 or 5 times, the game will just crash.
Yeah.
Because too many stuff loaded in.
Yeah, my PB was the last possible attempt where I could get it. If I failed it again, then it was over.
No,
I did
saving
have a
and
PB
restarting.
attempt once where...
The blips are saved in the save file.
Yeah, saving and restarting does nothing.
Yeah. There's no way that we know of to deal with the blips. If we could, then we could do a lot of different strats, but... Yeah, also not to mention that if you saved and restarted the game, you would lose 4 0-star, so...
Yeah.
Not possible.
Yeah, don't fall for that one.
Yeah.
So here I am, about to try.
Nice landing.
I'm scared half to death. If he wake up to all this, I'm screwed.
Any skips in LV? What, apart from the fact that we skipped all of the airstrip missions, dude? How much more do you want? I think all the rest are the same as any percent, right?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. Just don't do, like, the fish in a barrel false buffer, because you don't...
Yeah, you don't need to.
All the tools you'll need to run this category should be on the meme leaderboards. Go for
Yeah,
it.
on the resources page.
Yeah. Speedrun.com/GTA
And-
memes, one word.
And the document with route, which I did long time ago.
My route is also documented, which I call the non-shit route as well, which is the Mad Dogs Rhymes Dupe LS.
Yeah, it's like safest route,
Safest route, yeah.
but it's like 1 minute slower. Oh, nice, dude.
I don't know if like going from never running this game to running this category is that wise though.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
You should probably start with like no major glitches.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think starting with any percent is okay, but definitely not.
Yeah.
Because if this goes wrong, it requires a lot of game knowledge to know like what, you know, what order the missions unlock and stuff to know what you can dupe and what you can't. And what you unlock, because the markers don't tell you. So if you have like limited game knowledge, completing the rest of the game with no markers is pretty much impossible. Like if you don't know where the missions start and end.
Yeah, any percent is like so well documented and so fairly simple that even if you don't know what you're doing, you can just follow a guide and do it.
Yeah, I mean, for his YouTube tutorials are perfect. Like,
yeah.
Slightly outdated, but you can easily find the new stuff.
What the fuck?
This is like to actually know what the hell's happening under the hood.
Yeah, exactly. It's extremely complicated.
Hey, Johnny, how you feeling?
I didn't think he was gonna be discharged.
So when are we gonna do classic percent, San Andreas? No trains and no planes either.
Is that classic percent?
How is that?
Classic percent in GTA 5?
Classic percent is like no plane as in the airport. So you don't teleport with the airport.
Oh,
classic percent is like no teleport.
Yeah, no
teleporting.
like skip journeys.
Yeah. So I guess you could still do 0 star. You just have to watch the whole plane fly over.
You get control in cutscene, but you cannot fly the plane yourself.
Yeah.
You are like in passenger seat there.
How different is this from Duping? It's exactly the same. This is just Duping. There's just a lot more of it.
Wow.
And yes, King Original too. They're racing to the end of the game. First to finish wins.
Oh, I'm taking this one.
Yeah, Faulux probably gonna win because I'm just getting shafted. I've done like dumb mistakes.
Well, Faulux threw like 10 minutes down the drain earlier. I'm sure you can do that again.
Thank you.
So the only other difference in LV that I can think of to whoever asked is you dupe Home in the Hills to skip Vertical Bird. Home in the Hills dupe is difficult.
It's not just difficult, it's random sometimes.
I'm not convinced it's random. I have strats to seemingly make it consistent, and I've never seen anyone fail it with my strats.
Yeah,
So-
but I once failed it when I was on the roof, just like it's failed randomly.
Yeah, so the big difference is there are 2 big poppers that you have to escort to the end of the mansion, and both of them need to make it to the end. But only one of them has like the scripted teleports, the other guy just runs through. So you only have to like do a Home in the Hills normally twice, but then you also have to babysit the second big popper to make sure he makes it to the door. And micromanaging that is very difficult.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this over with. I'm the boss. I am the boss. I'm the boss. Shit! They started a fire to keep us back. There must be an extinguisher here somewhere. Fine. Carly, no witnesses or dead meat. Got the extinguisher. I got the extinguisher. Hey, DJ, wait for me. Wait. Come on. I'll be honest. I ain't got a life. You don't look like you need Screw this. I'm gonna hide you free. Pleasure doing business with you. You gonna stop?
I guess
Faulux really beating his meat right there. Goodness me.
I guess we actually need a Hitman AK skill in this category because you need to headshot that guy on the box.
Oh, you know we made it on Twitch and you get a viewbot accusation.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Calm down and follow my lead. Oh, fuck, man. We work well as a team. You and me tearing this town up, nobody can stop us. Nobody in the world. Johnny's a done deal, and so is his gang. So fucking right they are, dumb pussies. Oh, fuck, I'm fucking screwed. What the fuck am I gonna do? Shit!
Are viewbots even a thing anymore? Like, have they been a thing for years? I've never heard of
Not
any.
really, yeah. There was a day when all the people who viewbot it got exposed because one of the biggest like distributors of viewbots got wiped, and then people who were accused of viewbotting not always denied it, just like their view counts just halved overnight. So it was like super evidence that they actually had viewbots, but ever since then, it like wasn't really a thing. I imagine they do still exist, but probably have to pay out the ass for them now.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't know anything about it.
Yeah, same.
Rampo from the exposition dupe is still here, by the way. It's never despawns. It's like tied to the script for some reason.
Yeah, I guess what Watcher said makes sense. Like, even if you viewbot now, Twitch has changed the system, so you only see it as like a viewer if you're like actively engaged, and like if you tab out and mute a stream, you will like go away from being an active viewer, so you won't be tracked. So obviously viewbots wouldn't count. Because I always wondered when Chatty would say there's like, say 80 people in my stream, but I had like 60 viewers. I was like, there's no way that 20 of my viewers like, you know, stay hydrated bot and log viewers and whatever else. But obviously it's like, you know, 10 people or so maybe are like tabbed out and doing something else at the time.
Nice, nice 2-digit numbers you got there.
Oh, well, maybe if I got a Joshimus host every now and again, then I'd be partnered by now.
Are you ever streaming when I end?
You can't always have everything, can you? You should change your stream times just to host me, Josh. You. No, we stream like 12 hours apart, dude.
Yeah, this is never gonna work.
Yeah.
When you live in the same country, kinda wrong.
You're fast asleep by the time I smash that start stream button.
Yeah, my sleep schedule, my time is like the middle of the Atlantic. It's helpful for this. I wake up early and take over for the sleepy Americans.
Yeah.
And then you put my run at like 3 AM. I'm just like, yeah, all right, that's fine.
It was the only way, Josh.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't care, it's fine.
I hate shafting Josh because he always gets slightly shafted every year, so I'm always doing my best to like minimize the amount of Joshimus shafting. But when he's such a good asset to the team, sometimes you just gotta shaft, you know?
That 1 year where I like almost died.
Yeah.
Almost die, what?
Well, yeah, because there was one year, it was before I scheduled stuff, so like, I'm a godsend to Josh because I don't shaft him nearly as much as he used to. And there was a point where Josh had to move his like bed into his room with his PC because he was restreaming that much.
Yeah,
Didn't
I was
sleep for, like 3 days.
I would like restream. I would like restream sleep, restream sleep.
Yeah. But thankfully now we have like a proper team that I can coordinate to not have Josh do everything.
I made this community.
Yeah. I did, smiley face.
Wait, you could dupe misappropriation without having to answer the phone call after? Or is that just because of the...
I answered it already.
You answer it, yeah.
You answer it in the cutscene. Well, fuck.
Well, you can answer it like hands-free in any %. Just...
Oh, okay.
In this category, you answered this phone call earlier. During
yeah,
Mad
legit,
Dog.
Ginger, if you want to know about the difference, as you can see, Nightbot has an explanation. It's the most like basic way to put it to help you understand. It is quite complicated.
Stunt plane. Why did you get silvers?
I wanted to get golds, but I fucked up destroying the targets.
Yeah, no, yeah, my restreaming shift this morning, I literally did nothing. Casey set up the run, I just sat here, watched it for a bit, and then Charlie woke up. And I was just like, alright, back to sleep.
Yeah, no, I'll probably need to go to bed early tonight, because I'm restreaming from like 3 AM till 9 AM, like the full NA shift, so... I don't know if I'll be able to stay up until 9 AM tomorrow. It's a bit much. So I'll probably try and go to bed like super early. Pull a Joshimus.
Nice teleportation.
Yeah, this morning was that Viperwood, 100%. I'm glad he actually managed to finish because he had an issue like at the end where like a certain random event just wouldn't spawn. And I didn't want him to have to like leave after doing 10 hours just to get 99% and leave it. So I'm glad he was able to finish.
He's not like the only person that had the problem with that. Like Burhack had problems with that.
Yeah, it's
Curse random event.
GTA being GTA.
Just being really careful on this mission, not losing too much health, killing
I was
everybody.
watching, I was like, oh no, you dropped the phone call, and then I remembered.
Yeah, you don't need to hold this.
So when do you get a minigun? Do you get it now, Faulux?
Yeah, now I'm flying there
so
right now.
Because you skip vertical bird, you don't get the minigun at Torinos' place, Josh. So you have to instead farm it like 200 at a time within LV. So I think what I did, I don't remember if Hoxi did it or if he just does the 200, but I was like safe. And I would do it once like before on the way to Misappropriation. And then it would respawn by the time you finish Misappropriation.
No, you just saved on mission 0, I think. To
Oh yeah, no, that's
respawn.
right.
Yeah.
I saved at the airstrip while Misappropriation was running, and then deliberately didn't load that save. Well, obviously saving the game resets the spawn.
Yeah.
So then you could farm
Advancing
minigun
the
there.
time, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually.
Actually.
Oh, yeah.
The advances time. Just
Whatever. Why even get a minigun at all? Because it's insanely fast for RTLS. Doing it with an AK is super slow.
Yeah, even 400 minigun ammo is not much. You have to be really careful with that amount.
Yeah,
I used to do Return to Los Santos with an AK and gang territories.
Yeah, cool story.
Fucking
Boomer.
horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, Boomer.
Yeah,
I don't recommend that to
it's
anyone.
might be
It
faster
is
if you
careful.
just headshot everyone, I guess.
Yeah, but you have to like actually get close to them and stuff.
RTLS
Like,
is
AK is really high distance.
RTLS is probably the easiest city in this entire category because you do the standard dupes like the homecoming into beatdown and beat up to skip what's the name of that mission? Grow for
Grapple.
life. Yep. And then once you've done that, you go all the way to Riot. You just do that 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 times.
And that skips you all the way to end of the line 3, Josh.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you skip gang territories and you skip gang territory skip.
Great.
Or as we
great.
like to call it, gang territory skip skip.
Gang territories. Skip.
Yep. So here's the minigun just at the bottom of the car park.
Some people don't even know about this pickup for some reason. It's way easier than picking up on that construction site.
Yeah, the construction site is terrible to climb. This is it's way quicker to get it here.
Lose their jobs and fight on our special closing the mill guided tour. Come see what we're really made of. This is real America. Drunk, proud, unemployed, and angry.
This is real America.
In Casa City.
Are you fucking joking?
The guy on the left is winning Mad Boyhood.
The guy.
The guy.
It's a name, you know.
Well, it's easier to distinguish, isn't it? Instead of saying Faulux, and they might not see the small names, you know?
Can I can change Faulux's nickname. Get guy.
That's
Change
one
mine
of
to
the
guy on the right. Change it to winner, loser.
Winner and loser. Yeah.
What? Oh man. I need to answer this phone call. But instead of pulling out the phone, CJ just decided to walk in, which cancelled the phone call ringing. Russian French guy.
Russian guy.
Four taxis. Cool.
What's the timer at right now, even?
It is 2:38.
Yeah, okay. I should be able to make it on the rest.
I should
no
be
idea
able
what
to
this
make it under 3:20, I think. if everything
Why
goes
didn't you
right.
guys have 4 people racing at once instead of 2? Because only 2 people are good at this category. I'm 3rd place and I'm like 20 minutes slower because I only ever did like 4 runs also because I'm not a
Yeah,
SA runner.
I got 1 run, got world record, never PB'd again.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the blip for St. Mark's, which is good.
Nice.
Gaming.
Not really a problem.
Use the Irish wristwatch really fast. Yeah, there you go. As fast as it goes.
I just don't really know where, like, which direction you fly. I just know it's like one minute from point we cross this land.
Just fly east.
It's not on east, it's like slightly northeast.
Just fly east.
Lol.
Yeah, it's like northeast east.
Yeah.
Keep it on the dust.
Did you guys know you can get back to Liberty City outside of the mission?
Wow. Wow, that's so cool.
All the millions of people who've watched that video.
Oh yeah, you're not even exaggerating. Yeah. Weird.
God, I wish all my YouTube highlights from 25 years ago just got 3 million views out of nowhere.
Just don't give anything any tags or anything. Clearly it's the way.
That's the strat, yeah.
Nice.
Do you see ZFG got like banned? No, demonetized on YouTube?
Yeah, I did see that.
Because of like, I can't remember the exact reason, but it sounds like the sort of thing you'd like demonetize clickbait for. Like, he's like anti-clickbait, right?
Yeah, it was for like misleading titles and shit like that.
Yeah, it's like if I got banned for that, or not banned, demonetized. Like ridiculous.
You're
Yeah, my
still
YouTube
alive.
channel got demonetized. I asked why, and they said misleading metadata. Followed up further with exactly what that means: misleading or exaggerated titles or descriptions. Then he asked for examples of any specific video that violated this, and they said we can't give specific examples. So he got demonetized. Has no idea why.
Nice.
And it's the classic where it's like, you know, can't tell you what you did wrong, but you did something wrong.
I did the classic debate of taking the cop car for the mean business and it being locked after the fucking shootout.
Yeah.
Classic.
I keep forgetting that's a thing.
And because you're getting different car, not the same car. Just
Yeah,
copying.
at least my ambulance was still here.
Yeah, I can't wait until I get demonetized for that, when I literally have no metadata at all.
Yeah.
I'm taking slightly different flying route here compared to any percent, because we need to fly north after that, not to the casino. So as soon as this mission finishes, the zero star glitch is not even like, needed anymore. You can just die. Game thinks we unlocked Las Venturas.
It's
And
interesting why the game does that after St. Mark's Bistro again, like unlocks.
Maybe because How Many Hills is the first mention mission.
I don't know.
Maybe it's because of that. And I'm flying back to minigun spot. Hopefully I will not crash and lose all my health on landing here. Uh-oh. Okay, it's good.
My brothers and sisters stand tall, cause the station proving that the 80s cost us more than our integrity. We also lost our groove.
This traffic here in this car park is awful.
Listen to the masters.
Y'all hear about them two policemen that was on trial for
We just kill ourselves.
Great.
Because it's faster to get in there. Driving all the back. And the most conscious dupe coming up. Hopefully I won't get any troubles with it.
Yeah, this is the only GTA marathon in 2019. We only do one a year right now. When's GTA marathon like? What's the opposite of Easter?
Winter.
Yeah,
Christmas.
GTA marathon autumn.
Yeah.
Spring and autumn.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah.
GTA marathon Halloween. There you go.
Maybe that's the thing that we should discuss, you know? Like, we're discussing it also post-marathon. Maybe do it twice a year. Why not, right?
Can't really have a Halloween theme. Okay.
Ever jumped before?
And the point is that Easter
a
is...
long night mod for Vice City.
Left for Fed for SA.
Yeah.
The point is that it's Easter is because people have, like, students and stuff have week off, right? So, do you get, like, a week off for Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay,
It's
yeah, sure, maybe then.
The last week of October, I think.
Someone cook up some zombie mods.
Yeah.
Make it once a week. Well, if you actually follow the channel, it doesn't, like, we don't use the channel a lot. We use it for this marathon. We use it for some, like, big races and tournaments and stuff we do. But the channel does constantly auto-host, like, other GTA speedrunners all the time.
Yeah.
So if you're ever like, man, I could go for a GTA speedrun right now, like, if you come to GTA Marathon, you're gonna get a GTA speedrun. It's gonna be hosting someone.
Exactly.
So, it's not like... What I'm saying is follow.
Yeah. Follow the channel. So you see Faulux there, he started the mission once. You can't, like, dupe it in the cutscene or anything, unfortunately. But then as soon as you start the mission, it teleports you right to the plane. So the other best thing to do is to just go on mission 0 and just face dive, and then you'll spawn back at LV, and then you can just start the mission again.
Nice.
And that's how you dupe Humming Hills. A nice little side effect is the dialogue inside the plane will be super weird now.
Oh, you'll hear that? It's fucking funny.
Yeah, like the lines are off, and also they jump through the plane before it opens. It's really bizarre.
That happens to be Paul's buffer anyway.
Yeah.
You ever jumped before?
Hey, wait up!
Nah.
When we land, we're gonna feel invincible. Wahoo!
Any Vice City speedruns planned for the future? Yes, there are plenty more Vice City speedruns that are going to be seen. You go and look at the schedule.
No, just get teleported outside of the plane.
What's it, 20k followers? How many followers do you have right now? 19.
I still have 2 stars, by the way. Is this a problem? Hope it's not.
Already over? Oh, yeah, free refresh. Oh, sick! We did hit 20k followers during this.
Nice.
Thank you to everyone who followed the channel. We love every single one of you.
Do any code monkeys want to explain why pause buffering makes it so you can climb this wall? Because it's kind of weird. Like,
No,
I get it's not just this wall, but...
I cannot. Because...
it's like... Is it just because there's more frames for it to check whether you're within range or not or something?
Probably, right?
Weird.
Nice, Kaz.
Except for Gamix.
So those guys are really aggressive.
They're angry boys.
Yeah.
Oh hey, at least you get 2 sets of armor.
Yeah.
Thank God. You need it for this because you can get rinsed.
Yeah, you can get like destroyed on the roof because those guys are just not sitting there, rushing for you.
Yeah, they will hunt you down. Like you can't just sit next to the ventilation units like you could in A%. They will just come and hunt you down and shoot you.
Oh, yeah, they are. What the hell?
Yeah, for some odd reason, no idea why.
Yeah, the whole adding more frames to check whether you can climb or not was my first guess, Omega. Do you actually know that, or are you also just like saying it? And yeah, the frame limits are off. I guess that makes sense.
Alright, it's on the lower level, shit.
So as you can see here, these guys are like hyper aggressive towards Faulux. So you just gotta be careful.
Also, Denise in here, or other pedestrians, are aggressive to me, and Big Papa is following me. He teleports and then...
So you've got to keep your pace on, because if you go too slow, then Big Papa will get stuck and rest in peace.
Also, there's an armor inside of the mansion, because
you never collected it during Mad Dog's Rhymes, yeah. Even in my route where you do Mad Dog's Rhymes, because you do it on Mission Zero Death, you never grab it, so you can get it during Home in the Hills. And he takes a very specific path here, as you can see, and in order to make sure that Big Papa follows him. Because if he doesn't do that, we discovered that he will drown. He will fall in the pool in the middle, and drown, and that softlocks you because you'll never make it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my route there, where you take a deliberate line, and it in theory makes it consistent. I've never seen anyone fail it with my strats there.
You'll see right here, live on GTAMarathon probably.
Yeah. And it's as simple as just blowing him up like you would.
As simple as just blowing him up.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he got him. Just.
Oh, he did get him just.
Hello? Oh, he's there.
Did he jump out? Yeah.
Yeah, he jumped out.
Nice.
Amazing.
Just satchel him, nice.
And there you go, and as you can see, you go straight to Homecoming.
Sweet. Shame you skipped the best mission in the game.
Yeah.
Vertical dirt in this category is impossible because there is no blips for the other hydras. So only if you
play fair.
Yeah, only if you destroy them. Only
if Homecoming again, Faulux.
Oh yeah, actually.
Oh, he's calling.
I was busy talking.
He was just checking you.
I should have left him to let Hoxi come back.
Yeah. Well.
What would he have to do if he didn't?
He would have to do Growth for Life.
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes mission. Pimp mobile. I'm gonna drive different route here. So vertical dirt is impossible unless they destroy themselves onto that bridge.
Why did they need to destroy themselves? I kind of zoned out. I was too busy wondering where you were going when you were explaining.
There is no blips for them, so you don't know where they are.
Oh yeah, so they just fly around and you'd never see
them.
them.
In my first attempt of this, I stuck on vertical dirt because I didn't know where they are.
You only get audio from player on the left because if you heard both of them at the same time, it'd be pretty horrible.
Yeah, why would you want to hear both?
Until Twitch supports like multiple audio streams.
Which will never happen at this rate.
It'd be cool though, you could have like sub-only audio.
Yeah. It would be nice to be able to like, have 2 streams and then be able to like mute and unmute them respectively, but like almost like you were watching like 2 streams at once.
If you play replay before that marker, it kinda keeps your speed up.
Oh nice. Yeah, you could stream like music on one as well and then like not have it in the VOD.
That is like becoming more and more possible with the squad streaming thing, but that's like partners only right now.
Just get a second partner account. Come on, I could do it. I could do it with my main account and this one.
We need 6 partner channels. We need to do this with squad streaming.
One time I got Phoenix for this drive because it didn't despawn after how many kills.
Okay, so we have me, GTAMarathon, Omega, Adam,
S,
yeah, Ham. We could use Ham.
Through,
yes, we could do it.
Yeah, we could, but
it'd be really confusing.
Yeah,
but we could do it.
Yeah, so now Faulux has got to start a gang war and also got to murder the drug dealers. With the drug dealers, like you can't see them on the minimap, so
I just know where they are.
yeah, you just need to know
Also,
where
I'm
they are.
deliberately like
always
saving
spawn in the
my
same
ammo.
place. They always spawn in the same place, but sometimes they kind of wander around a bit.
Oh yeah, Borhack. Viper.
Where is this guy?
There's a lot of actually channels with like, probably use.
By next GTA Marathon, you'll be able to use mine.
Yeah.
Unless Joshimus doesn't host you.
Yeah.
They don't count hosted views anyway, do they?
No, they don't, but if you host someone enough, people will stay and come back.
Yeah, if you just have enough views. And like, if you're like on the follower page and you notice someone has more views than usual. Yeah, exactly. You like click them anyway, right? So.
Yeah. Like I remember when like Fru raided me once, the analytics did show the fact that I had like 200 plus viewers at one point, but it did show that I had like increased numbers purely because people would like, you know, like go from his stream to my stream and then like follow and return.
Yeah.
Because you know everyone's like, oh, he does the same thing as Fru, so similar interests, that kind of thing. So what I'm trying to say is, Josh, fucking host me every day.
I just stream at like 12 AM or PM
bad.
or whatever the correct.
I'm not awake by that time, by then.
Oh my god. Didn't start the game well. You wanna say some?
So as you can see, even though Faulux got 2 minigun pickups, he still kind of running low, so you've really got to make your shots count. But it's faster than farming or doing vertical bird, so.
Why they spawn here? Oh, just enough.
And yeah, because this mission is duped, there's 2 sets of guys. You just got to destroy the car and then shoot all the guys. There's a couple that you can leave alive, I think. Maybe like extras, yeah. Like the guys
like
behind.
only one set counts. The,
So basically,
like,
we don't need any weapons from now on.
And then you
Cutthroat
need to make
business.
sure to not skip that cutscene immediately because you have to wait for the second instance to like carry through, and then you skip it. And then yeah, you don't need guns for the rest of it. Oh, nice N-word pass, dude. Thanks. Mine's about to expire.
Wow, Chaddy just said banned, and then Josh Moose, English banned, and Charlie. You all just banned.
Gave him the trifecta of punishment.
Yeah, I'm still in LV because I'm slow.
Next up is Cutthroat Business. One of the deceivingly difficult tricks if you use Hoxi's reference. I used to fail this trick all the time when using Hoxi's reference.
Also,
and
this
then
is
everyone said,
this
"Oh, why
mission.
don't you just go around the other side of the tree?" And I haven't failed it since.
It's a really easy mission since there is no traffic because of situation dupe.
Yeah.
Not at all. Some cars still spawn, but not many.
You see someone in chat said, "Do they have a max stats race?" Can you imagine doing that?
Goodness me. Doesn't driving skill take like 20 hours or some shit?
I think you can do it in like 2 hours. Don't
The
you?
airplane thing would take the longest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not skill though. That's not stat. It's a...
I don't think I have enough speed here. Oh my god. Sandbagging.
Oh, mega
terrible.
lol. Oh, mega lol.
I lost so much speed there.
Just take the bridge, lol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you can still bounce off and fall in one.
I've seen someone do
The
that.
infamous dates clip of him doing that. Such a good clip. Where he goes like super slow, goes ass over tit, bounces, fails anyway, and it's like, I go kill myself, okay guys? I just go kill myself. This is fucking impossible. Truly amazing.
I like how you know the fastest way back.
I've seen it somewhere. So memorize
We've all
it.
failed this once.
I'm gonna assume this is the fastest way back because I've never seen this before, so it means it is. Otherwise, I would do it.
I don't know if it's fastest.
I don't know the fastest way back because I always save before this mission just in case I fail it.
I think you go here.
Nice.
Doesn't seem like right route to me, but whatever.
Anyone has a link? I can get you on Pit per Zero. I got you, dude.
Hit per zero.
Pit per Zero. Pit P. That's Pit per Zero. There's a zero at the end of it.
Yeah, I don't think this was the fastest way back, Pounder. when it wasn't the right road that you came out from into Los Santos, then I realized.
Rip skip? No? No, because I didn't trigger that, I guess. Uh-oh.
Just drive along the train tracks. Safe strats.
I never did that, I don't know, I can flip there as well.
Wow. Used to be the strat. Before we knew you could just hit the trigger from the ocean.
Ocean?
Okay, lake, river, whatever. Yeah, we didn't always know you could just fly and hit that. We had to find a way there.
Yeah, fair.
Like, what is the intended route anyway? Like, drive down onto the motorway and along the actual like bridge and do a big turn and around, because that's horrible.
Yes, I guess. Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah.
There you go, Pippo. Legend Black Lev for clipping that all the way back when. Saving that moment in history.
Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't stay away from me. This is Marvin Trill. You're leaving area 53.
Yeah, he's going for the train tracks.
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept.
Lager, the beer that brought the forest down.
It didn't fail, good.
See? My shot works every time. Can you believe that Eben has strats that are used in runs in in SA and Josh has strats that are used in VC in runs, but not the other way around.
I have strats in SA. Life's a beach, Skip.
K9 probably did that years before you did.
No, I found it. Fuck you. I put the puzzle pieces together. We knew that we could recruit homies, and we knew they could unlock doors, and we knew that you could like get them to leave the door open by killing them.
Mad Dog ain't nothing.
I put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Mad Dog, you a drunk ass buster.
Yeah, my name is also actually Ben Gorilla.
The kids, they don't want you no more.
Josh is called Ben.
So is mine.
Fought with.
Pound net, I have strats in 3 BCS, ALCS, BCS.
Odd flex, but okay.
Not even 1 and 2, come on.
Peculiar moves, but alas.
What about Advance? Chinatown Wars, huh? I'm gonna go find a strat in Chinatown Wars.
Who found the only trick in Chinatown Wars? Edison?
No, Greener Link.
Greener Link. Oh, of all people, Greener Link.
He made the the old pass, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you should have watched that before you run it into Josh.
Oh god.
Rip that guy.
Pepe hands. Oh my god, he got double jigs. Jesus. The combo.
Greener Link found it when he wanted to do a second playthrough of the game right after finishing his first one. Nice. He must have really liked the game.
Yeah. Yes, here's the Riot dupe. You just need to move the cars out of the way, because otherwise they'll flip and blow up and you'll fail the mission.
Oh, we can kill Sweet again.
So how many times do you dupe this?
4.
Okay, how many times do you start the mission?
4.
Okay. Now you have to word that question.
But you don't. You just need to understand that duping the mission 3 times is 4 instances.
Duplicating means like duplicate, as in copy, right?
As in what?
As in copy?
Yeah, I guess.
So how many times do you copy the mission?
3 times.
Yeah, I guess you are right, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, if you get a file and you copy and paste it once, you then have 2 files.
Alright, okay.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
copy paste it 3 times. You have 4
4
files. Yeah, okay.
It's not that complicated. Apparently
Alright.
I'm the only one who understands it.
Stay on the street. CJ, come on, man, hop in.
So yeah, so this is going to be as simple as just driving back. I don't know what he's waiting for here. Phone call, I guess.
Oh, I have 2 stars, right?
With 2 stars.
Oh.
What
Well,
am
I don't
I
know what he's doing.
thinking?
Why would you need a phone call here? To skip lines?
So I could move in cutscene later.
Oh,
And
okay,
move
okay.
further to... Just like at the end of tagging up turn, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you just drive back to Grove Street, and as soon as you do that, it'll just teleport you to End of the Line Part 3.
No, it doesn't need to start it. Just start end of the
Oh,
line.
yeah, you have to start at Grove Street, yeah.
Yeah.
So another awful set of missions that have skipped Los Desperados. And the skip involved with it.
Los Desperados and 2 parts of End of the Line skipped. Oh, no marker for the end here.
Can't wait for Sweet to get ran over by traffic.
Yeah.
So good when that happens. So good.
So now when you pass the mission, go and start, and then
Just the
right to
final
End of the
part.
Line Part 3. Yeah.
Nice.
Simple as that. If that won't convince you to run this category, Josh, I don't know what will.
It'll convince me to try to find tripling normal.
Yeah.
So, it'd be pretty good.
Yep. Hazer never dies in this category as well, so nobody can make that joke. What time are we on?
In 80% he dies like 3 times. At least 2 times.
We're 3:10 right now, so how long is this auto scroll? Like 5 minutes? 6 minutes?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. So.
I don't think I'm PBing.
What's your PB again?
310.
Nah, you're already at 3:10.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you found some other strat you're not telling me about, then.
No, I only have optimized some stuff. Didn't find anything major. I was too busy grinding 80%.
Pause the timer? Why do we need to pause the timer?
The marathon PB dream come true.
I PB'd in race or whatever that was on GTAMarathon.
Oh yeah, I don't have a save marker. Cool.
I don't even remember. It's like 3:20 something.
Can't wait for my game to crash randomly now.
Oh yeah, Monk X.
It has crashed before, like when finishing Riot.
Use cheat engine to manipulate the timer. If only we used in-game time.
Oh, he ain't trying to be a role model, but y'all know we got love for Easy-E. Of course, doing it with Dr. Dre, that right there is easier said than done. From the
No traffic again makes this mission easy, very easy.
I'm still banging it, man, of course.
Since we need to catch that guy.
Take the wheel. It's payback time. Motherfucker, take that big bastard down. The fire trucks are indestructible. We ain't gonna get it. Watch our city.
Huh. I found another one frame a thing happens thing.
Oh dear.
There was one frame where there was a cop on top of the fire truck. Try and get a screenshot of it. Ah, fuck, I missed it. Why can't you play clips in slow motion? Fuck.
Yeah, no frame advance on Twitch in 2018.
2019.
2020. Any year you want.
I mean, maybe they will have it next year.
Probably not.
Ah, I just can't. Ah! Okay. I'm sorry if you can hear my space bar. I'm doing it.
A bit.
Oh, fuck's sake. I'll just mute.
Just got gunster skill level, which you usually get like during just business in 90%.
Yeah, you have like absolutely no weapon skill for the what's called Uzi.
Mach 10, I guess. It is.
Is it a Mach 10?
I think so.
It's like called a micro Uzi in the game.
Yeah.
And there's like MP5, Tech 9, and this one.
No MP5, the SMG.
Yeah, it's literally just called the SMG.
Yeah.
So it's an MP5, like you can tell.
Yeah, but they don't use the real gun name.
Oh, no, I think it's just called the micro SMG. I think that's what it's called. It's the SMG and a micro SMG.
Hey, micro Uzi is in VC.
I had it and then I accidentally pressed space again.
Nice.
Good job.
Oh, that took so long. Oh. I might just have to download it, like said in chat.
Twitch Leecher.
Twitch Leecher clip that you haven't published.
Oh.
Am I gonna have to just publish this random clip?
Maybe.
Just delete it later.
Time coming up soon.
Yeah, I got you. Not just got called for food, so I have that.
Wait, am I going crazy or I don't even see it anymore?
Check it out, y'all. It's Julio G, Radio Los Santos. I hate to really report this, but there's a riot going.
And time here.
Oh, I got it. Finally.
Gaming.
Jesus.
See what time that was. 3:16:18.
Oh,
My
not bad.
Cool.
Yeah, second place time.
Well,
Hoxi is very close behind. He'll still sub-estimate. Unless he like chokes under the line or something. But
well, estimate was fairly very high.
Yeah.
All my practice
Can
runs
be,
were
an
sub
unstable
320,
category,
like 319 and stuff, with bunch of failed missions.
No, don't switch audio. I don't have the all the other audio.
Yeah, no. We
Yeah,
had
just stay
both
live
audios
for
earlier, it was
this.
terrible.
Don't turn your stream off, Faulux. Whatever you do.
Okay.
Gary sent me a DM on Discord. The same thing, the police officer on top of the fire truck, but on his run. So it must happen every time. There you go.
Josh showed that in True Hundo in 15 years' time.
Wait, what? Show what?
The police officer like on top of the fire truck for one frame. It's
Wow.
the same point as well.
I was away for a bit.
Far out, man.
There's the other angle.
I tried for 30 years to cross
Using print screen in 2019.
Wasn't me.
Weird champ.
Thanks, man.
I'm just glad it's finally over.
What's up with Smoke?
You know what's up with Smoke. He always saw things a little different than us.
Are they like? They must be actually spawning that cop there for something.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see if it happens to me.
Oh, it's the cop that climbs out of the fire truck.
Yeah, that
Starts
one I
stamping
guess.
on his feet.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a sec. I'll be back before Hoxi finishes. Well,
Yeah, so that cop must spawn to like it's the cop that climbs over the fire truck and kicks Sweet. There was like one frame where they just spawned him, and then the next frame they actually start his animation. Thought you got away with it, Rockstar, but I found it.
The Joshua has found it.
It only took 5 years, but I found it.
Cool. We gotta stay on top of our game. Keep everything in check, but subtle.
We got problems in Venturas, problems in San Fierro. Shit's never ending.
For sure. I mean, the family's back on their feet, but we gotta keep.
Oh, I didn't do local recording.
Got the eyes on it.
Whoa. I come in peace with.
Yay, my game didn't crash.
Who has an announcement?
My.
Good.
I mean, our first
That is useful.
gold record.
Hoxi still technically has a chance to win if Faulux never skips the credits.
Yeah, well, this is any percent. Well, I mean, any percent the rules, timing rules, I guess.
We should hit the casinos, roll some dice
We
with
should
us.
change the timing rules to after the credits.
Yeah, just do it real quick.
I remember when the original timing rules were, you know, the start was like when you gain control, and the end was just written as when the fire truck goes over the Grove Street Bridge. So someone started the game, stole a fire truck, drove it off the bridge, and submitted it.
Cosmic brain.
We had to change the after that to be more specific.
Big brain.
No, you can answer phone calls during credits.
Hey Ken, how you doing? Who is this? It's Carl. Carl Johnson. Hey, Carl. Great. Guys, it's Carl. Great.
Yeah, that was it, Omega. You troll bearing Kappa, then he called it. Yeah.
I thought of you and Paul.
Nah, it wasn't Cyber.
Paul's great with figures, and I'd make a fucking amazing producer. This is fucking great. It's amazing. Yeah, whatever you say, man. But look, see you soon. Fucking amazing. What up, bro?
CJ, I've been thinking. The city's big, but it ain't that big. Some fools know where smoke's high. But as long as
Did
the
Cyber
good
do it
shit's
as well,
done
but not
on the
submit it?
street,
Okay.
his money's gonna mean more than our rep.
What you got in mind?
We gotta hit those bombs and
Is
violence
Kappa
every
percent
city.
on the meme boards? I'm gonna have a quick look.
That's the only
No.
way.
It isn't.
Ah,
I'ma
someone
take
do
out
it.
a fight on the street. Big love, bro.
Much love, bro.
Alright, Twitch chat, here's what I want. I want 100 people to submit Kappa percent to the meme
Oh god,
boards.
oh god.
Everybody open up your San Andreas's.
Dude,
Sure,
Hoxi
everyone-
can hardly handle like 2 submissions a day. If he got 100, I think he'd fucking blow his brains out.
And you know, like, because there's new people doing it, they're all gonna do shit wrong, but you have to actually check.
I sleep. No, just add
Oh
him
no, Josh, don't do that.
Phone call got cancelled because CJ was in the water during credits.
Hello?
Hey, Carl, my boy.
Oh, I wasn't looking for the police officer on top. Oh, never mind.
Talking about the job you did
I'm sure it
on
happened.
St. Mark's Bistro.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Isn't he always like that?
You took care of those 3 loose ends?
GTA SA tournament plan.
Oh yeah.
You won't be hearing from Mr.
Ooh,
Rose.
yeah, MDvMMw.
Good boy, good boy. Now listen, you're gonna have to keep a low profile.
Easy second place.
Connections. So let's keep our distance for a while, huh? I'll call you.
Thank you, Mr. Leone. Hello?
329. Only 2 minutes behind my PB. Yikes.
Hey, check.
Yeah, you-
Fools been
Because I
shut
don't think you
up.
soft locked in the first dupe. It's pretty impressive.
Cool. So it's on. I'll meet you back at the drag.
Okay, cool. Later.
So many phone calls. What about VCS MDvMMw with CE? There is an emulator tool to do it. Don't want to root it though.
Yeah, go bother Fry and Neb.
Yeah, they can do it. They like misc categories. I'll stick to hardware any percent. They can do all the other stuff.
Do the next GTA Marathon with only GTA SA, please.
Alright, that could be the Halloween one. There you go.
SA-a-thon.
SA is a nightmare, so it's perfect.
Oh, you know the Halloween spooky dance meme with CJ singing over it or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, just that. That's Halloween theme. There you go.
During that for the intermission. Every time.
Motley Crotton, there are no GTA Advanced speedruns because trust me, you don't want that.
I'm disappointed there's no advanced hundo in this marathon.
Oh, Jace in my Discord took a picture of the police officer on top of Hoxi's fire truck. So yeah, it happens literally every time. There you go.
Get ready on time for me.
Yeah.
Someone needs to do GTA 100% blindfolded. The game is runner's choice. No.
And time.
Completely impossible.
GG.
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 Kill me now.
329, by the way.
You weren't that far off.
Still some estimate.
Yeah, it's fine.
325.55. No idea where people get their timing for in this shit game. 329.
It would be a PB if I didn't need to load the save.
Yeah. PB during a marathon, illegitimate. Feels good. Alright, it's bingo time next.
Oh boy!
Coming up bingo segment, GTA 3 and GTA 4.
GTA 3, GTA 4, so
6
GTA 3
hours of Liberty City bingo, let's go!
I need to go to sleep for my run, stop doing cool things.
Sorry, Josh.
It's either sleep or watch the run. Can
Yeah, I also need to go to sleep because it's I'll be restreaming at that time. Oh, it means I've got to watch VCS. Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Oh, dear me.
Let's just hello.
All right, we'll head to the intermission screen. Stay tuned. Yeah, it'll be double bingo for GTA 3.
Oh boy.
So stay tuned, and we will see you very soon.
Because nothing attracts women like a sporty man.
And now I talk to fuck Ben waiting for the thing up.
You're an.
Can I alter for the piece of shit?